Werribee on top of the ladder, defeated. Grubby disappointed with that one, but he'll move on, no doubt at all.
It's seconds footy, mate.
It's seconds footy, that's right. And of course, the man who called Belmont's last premiership success in 2007, Mr. Dale Smith. How are you, Wale?
Yes, Spide, good to be here this afternoon, and let's hope those gods above are shining on us, because as I said, we wouldn't want the conditions we had 20 minutes ago, because it was pretty lousy. We want this to be a spectacle for the finals of the year, so it's a big game.
Have you fallen out of favour?
Why is that?
Well, no Geelong champion, no voice of the GDFNL.
That's all good.
You've fallen right out of favour.
You can only live, well, that's for a certain period of time, mate. Then you've got to make your own mark somewhere else. So.
Hey, we can't have him being, can't talk about premierships and all that sort of stuff when someone else's day to shine, mate. So that's why I went that way.
Whose day is that?
Well, one of these two sides are here today, mate.
We'll wait till then to see who finds out, you goose.
You are a goose, yes, there's no doubt about it.
Geelong champion. I'm glad.
Well, that's how you want it.
Anyway.
He's not made up. He's played more games of league footy than you and I combined.
Yeah, what, 6?
7.
And we played
7.
naught, and we've played none.
Doesn't make him a champion.
How many flags you won as a player?
7.
You have not.
I have.
You have. Under 18s don't count.
Under 11s, under 13s, 14s, 15s, 17s. Yeah.
They don't count.
We weren't far away at Sunshine. We won one game.
You're about an hour and a half away, mate. It was a long, not as far for you though. What's Paint said? Werribee. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, he's talking about Werribee have defeated the Lions, mate. There you go. Grub in the VFL. Werribee 10-6, 66 defeated the Lions 6-4, 6-10, 46.
Yeah, there was only a point in it at half time. So that was at Werribee too, by the way.
All good. I've been told twice you can't hear Grubby very well. Listeners, that's by design. We don't want to hear it, but no, it's been fixed now. Anyway, gents, enough of the crap and the dribble. Today is the day. As I said, Belmont Lions won grand final in their club history, have not played finals since 2015. So Thompson have, got to remember, not that long ago, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, Thompson finished the season without winning a game, bottom of the ladder, but have played in 4 of the last 5 grand finals. Grubby, I did throw to you this morning and ask you your thoughts before I listened to those other 2 morons on hashtag, and you gave a very insightful response. I'm going to throw to you here first, mate. Take your time. Tell us what you're expecting from today.
Did they video that? Is it on video or anything?
What's that?
The hashtag. You just play that. I don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm not. I can actually play that if you like, but I'm not going to.
Well, I tell you what. Don't ask me who's going to win, because at this point in time, I honestly don't know. It's going to be. We've got the wind. We're going to have the rain. We're going to have all that sort of stuff. They're not going to be great conditions for the game. I believe it'll be low scoring. And as I said this morning, if a side skips away to a 2 or 3 goal lead, they can be caught. So it's going to be low scoring. Anyone can win this game. I've watched Thompson over the last couple of weeks, and they have been sensational. At one stage, I didn't think they'd make the 5, and I think they thought that too. A lot of injuries went on then. They've got most of those, nearly all of those players back, and they've just got better week in, week out. They got the finals. I thought they'd win the first one, 50-50 for the second one, and then see you later. Well, they're not. They're still here. I was wrong, and I'm glad I'm wrong, because they earned their place in today's grand final. Belmont, on the other hand, boy, I'm going to say it again. People say I'm going over it again, but I did watch them in that practice match. I didn't say for 1 second that they'd be in the grand final, but everyone thought, they'll fall over sooner or later. It's, one of those little tricks, but they didn't. They've kept going and going, and they've got themselves to a grand final. And again, like Thompson, have thoroughly deserved it. Both sides this final series have actually played against the wind really, really well. So it's going to be a real battle. When you've got the wind today, you have to kick straight. You saw Werribee in the seconds. They kicked something like 2-12. They had more scoring shots than East Geelong.
Yep.
But they didn't win because they didn't kick straight. And by the way, East Geelong didn't kick that straight either. But when you get the opportunity, you have to kick goals, because both sides are very adept at making scoring shots hard and keeping the ball out of the forward line when the opposition has the wind. Gee, look, you go through some of the, I don't know whether it'll help, look, the wind, if it rains, blokes like Troop and maybe even Knight in the air. Evans, at the other end, he doesn't play that well. He uses strength more than anything. So that could be advantage to the Belmont Lions. The big fella in the middle, if it gets a bit boggy, it looks like it's at the moment, the game comes back to his pace a little bit. but he's got a good backup ruckman in Noah Hootsma. I said this morning, and I still believe it, one of the players of the finals is the captain of Thompson. And not only because of the possessions that he's got, but just the way he goes about it. We talk about Jack Gates as being a very inspirational captain at Belpost Hill. While this bloke is almost as good. He's as inspirational as you can be in these last few weeks. So, and that's Travis Maguire. Come from fullback onto the ball. Took a while to get used to it. He's a danger man in there. He gets the ball out. But how can you forget a bloke like Billy Smets? He played more football in league football than this bloke beside me. He might be a champion. I don't know about him. But he is a very, very class player. Not only did he kick a couple of beautiful goals during the final series, but his delivery out of the centre to the forwards was second to none. And Belmont can't afford the ball to get into his hands too often because he can tear you to pieces. Knight, we've already mentioned, he's been sensational. Leakey, he should have been playing, but he's retired.
Leakey's lucky. Thank God he's retired. He's a pest. He's a pest.
By the way,
nothing but a pest.
I don't care about the awarding there. Winchelsea won the best bacon and egg roll for me by a mile. So there you go. So all in all, look, it's going to be a fantastic game. It's going to be close. Who do I lean to? All I said this morning, and I'll say it again, I think Belmont, the way they finished in second place, they were up there nearly all year. I think they've earned to be picked, but it could go either way.
Dale, can we get your thoughts, mate?
Either way, Spider.
Thanks, mate. Nothing to add to that?
Add to that?
You look at the conditions today, completely different. Wind blowing pretty much, I reckon, from those flags, pretty much blowing straight down the ground and maybe favouring the pocket at the city end, Geelong City end. So it's, again, a different game than what they've been playing for the last 3 weeks. I sit back and you look through the Belmont side and you think they really haven't got the class or the standout player that some other clubs have. But what they've been able to do and during the whole season is to keep finding ways to win games of football. So if someone's down, the bloke playing beside him picks up and he just does the job he needs to do. They have got players that they need to watch. Obviously, with Hootsma going into the ruck, he is that second option that most clubs don't have to give Big Evans a cutout. And Allett, in our final series, has been the bloke that's just popped up at the right time and has been able to kick goals when they've required them. So that's been probably a bloke that they'll need to manage out there this afternoon. As I said, with these conditions, you would think the marking strength of the Thompson forwards, because they've got quite a few down there. As I said, Jacko McLeod in those first couple of finals was sensational with his hands, probably as good as I've seen. We know what Jacob Knight can do in the air and on the ground, so he's another bloke.
Sorry to do this, East Geelong, but I'm going to have to ask you
Boyd has been another bloke
that's
actually improved every time I've seen him going through the season. So they've got three bigger blokes up there that can actually take the marks and also provide options to bring the ball to ground for their smaller players. And they've had those blokes through. We spoke about Mitch Hodgson last week, Rob. We don't get much. He doesn't gain a lot of our notoriety here, but I reckon if you ask the Thompson side who was one of their most important players in their forward position, it would be him, because he just seems to find the right spot, and he's also a pretty good deliverer. Last week, Stephen Selajan didn't have the same game as he had in recent seasons, and that was a credit to Ezard playing at centre forward for him. He sort of played with him, but he actually outmarked him on occasions. But then they had Daniel Mowat stand up and take over. So they've got some real quality through their side. But as I said, you look at the other side, and as I said, there's nothing there. Eddie played some really good football early in the season, or in the first half last week, then sort of quietened off a bit. We know the skills of Brock Marnie. Now, if he can stay sound for this game, that he will be a very important part of the game for you. We know that the guys they run through the middle, Mitchell. I'm going to call him Mitchell today. I've actually put a T in there.
Put a T in there?
I don't muck it up. So he is very important to them. Now, does he have a tagging role here this afternoon? I'm not too sure. But I would think if Charlie Donahue is going to play in the middle of the ground again, I would think that that's the bloke that they need to go to, because he's been winning enough possession in there to be warranted someone to go to him. And then Mitchell can run his own ball through. Look, I honestly think this is going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm hoping that's going to be the case, because we deserve to go out on a big note. And both clubs, to the way they played today, I'm sure they won't want to let their supporters down or each other down this afternoon's pod. So I sit with Grubby. during the week, I thought if it had been a finer day, I thought the marking strength may have been too much for the defence of the Belmont Lions. I thought with the little bit of wind conditions and the rain they predicted, I thought it maybe have swung back the other side to Belmont. But then you look at what Thompson have been able to do in the last couple of weeks, that sort of evens things out again. So looking forward to a great contest. Happy to sit back on the fence at this stage like Grubby, and I'm not... to be honest, I would love to see both sides win, but obviously that's not going to be the case. No, they can't.
No, and they will play extra time. Yeah. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot.
Well, this is Grubby's son. Get the camera on him for 5 seconds, will you? This is what Grubby is raised. Hey, have a look. Zinc cream on.
Did you hand all your hair over to him?
Have a look at this. They got beat, eh? Oh, Brad, get a photo of that, will you, mate? Put that on the camera, will you? Please. There we go. We got him on camera now. Thank you, Brad.
I tell you what I did say this morning, I forgot, Spider, was...
Yeah, mate.
A lot of people say over the years that sometimes a grand final or a finals win by how good your bottom six are. We know the top six are great, and sometimes your bottom six fall away from this level. Belmont haven't got a bottom six. They're so even, like you said, Smithy, all across the ground. And I reckon if they lost 2 or 3 players during the week, they got 2 or 3 to come in. So I reckon the great sides of Belpost Hill were like that. And hopefully for their sake, for Belmont, they might be able to get away with it the same way.
Well, it's setting up for the official ceremony at the moment. Obviously, there's going to be a singing of Advance Australia Fair.
I think Neville's going to sing it.
Well, it couldn't be worse than what Philpott did all those years ago, mate.
The coin toss is out there. That's the main
There's
thing.
A coin tosser. Have a look at him, would you? Isn't that a picture of fitness, eh?
I tell you what, he spoke very, very well in there.
He did.
Very entertaining.
He was very good, Brian. So the cup's been placed on the stand. So they're getting ready. The players will come over for the what's the name? All right, lads. Key battles.
Well, can I ask a question to Smithy before that?
Yeah, of course you can.
With the wind going the other way, the way you explained it, do you think it should be easier to kick goals this week against the swirler that we had the last couple of weeks?
I reckon it'll be, if you're kicking with the breeze today, it's going to be a definite advantage. I think the breeze out there has probably got to be worth at least 4 or 5 goals. I haven't been out in the middle of the ground.
All about Slinchy.
But they will need to obviously defend that again. As I said, the wind here will change direction. It'll probably end up swinging back and going the other way by the end of the game. So I would think if whoever wins the toss can get it and use it very early, we'll have a great advantage because we just don't know what's going to happen with the conditions for the rest of the day.
And that's right. And that's what all the losers so far have done that. They've gone, won a toss, kicked with a win, and haven't scored goals.
Yep. So they need to do that, and that's where they need to start positively. And as I said, kicking down the ground today, as I said, it should be just a matter of just allowing for where the breeze is coming to and from, and just allowing, because as I said, on the far side of the ground at the Buckley's end last week, when the ball was going that direction, you just couldn't kick into it and bring it across. But today, I think you'll be able to score goals from either side of the ground. With kicking with the breeze, it may be a little bit harder going up into the Buckley's end for a start, but as I said, that'll remain to be seen. So.
Exactly the answer.
Well, sides have. You said you've seen Anglesey in the under-18s. Anarchy, or was it Anglesey? Grub in the under-18s.
I stuffed that up.
They kicked 2 in about 3 minutes against the wind in the second quarter, which sort of set them up on the way to victory. Beat Torquay, who were going for a championship. The same as East Geelong in the 2s. They kicked goals into it. Which, again, they only kicked 4 or 5 for the game, and I think actually nearly kicked all of them. They kicked 1 in the first quarter, and there's the rest of the goals against the wind. Sides didn't use it again. Could it be that you're saying they win the toss and they kick with it? It's the nerves. They don't settle in the first 10 minutes, which might blow their chances.
Well, in cases you can, but if you go back and have a look at the Werribee-Thompson game, Werribee got it down there enough. But Knight kept getting it out. And
he did.
It wasn't so much the nerves in that one. It was just magnificent defence by Thompson, and I don't think it was the nerves there. And I just believe Thompson played pretty well last week against it as well. So, no, I'm not sure it is. I'm just sure that, in other words, I think it'd favour Thompson to lose the toss.
We saw Freeman the last couple of weeks play defence. Surely today they'll put him back forward.
Well, that's what they're saying.
Hey?
They're saying he's playing forward.
Yeah, well, that's bonus, I reckon, because, as I said, he's done a couple of jobs in defence the last couple of weeks, but I think his value today will be to add that extra string to their forward line.
Is that Mitchie Hodson or one of his kids?
Yeah,
it looks a bit taller. All right, folks, we're going to go to National Anthem and that now. We'll switch over. You're right there, Tyler?
There's a singer, mate.
Ready to go.
The Geelong District Football Netball League wish to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Wathaurong people and honour and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. We have the top 2 clubs in the Morris Premiership Cup playing off today. Belmont Lions are co-coached by Andy Walscott and Brent Vermillion and captained by Jake Evans. Thompson are coached by Paul Lynch and co-captained by Travis Maguire and Sam Jacker. The umpires today are field umpires Tim Callender, Liam Clark and Errol Burns. The boundary umpires Laura Irvine, Liam Muir, Grant Sumner and Charlotte Wilson. The goals today are Harley Hunt and David Hose, with the emergency Ken Dunning. We've got 2 very young champions that are going to help us out today in Archie Smith from Belmont Lions and Austin Hobson from Thompson Football Netball Club, who will bring the Premiership Cup up to the stand. Thank you. Well done, fellas. I'll get you to go back to your teams. And the boys will receive a football from their captains there. To sing the national anthem, we have Kelsey Young, who will perform now. Thank you.
Australia, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land about nature's gifts, rich and rare. In age, let every step advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Now, if we can call on the 2 captains, please. We have our guest coin tosser in Brian Coghlan.
Here he comes. The greatest tosser. Oh, it's gone.
Hope it hasn't got a dent in it.
Oh, well, that's how. Good luck, Steiny. That's how it was delivered in 2007 at Belmont, mate. The handle fell off the day we got the cup that day.
Here comes the greatest tosser in the GDFNL, Brian Coghlan.
Make sure you call heads, Sammy.
The greatest tosser of the last 50 years.
Maybe ever.
Maybe ever. It won't come now.
It's a good toss there.
Bit of 2 up there.
And Belmont have won the toss and going to kick with a win.
Jack Evans will kick to the Gordon Tafe end of the ground for the Belmont side. They have won the toss, so that's how we're going to start. Brian's had a win for his in his tossing debut in public.
Well, I'm not sure he has. You have a look at Sammy Jacker there. Who was there? Was that Sammy Jacker or Travis Maguire?
Sammy Jacker.
Are they both captains?
Co-captains.
Co-captain.
Oh, okay. I reckon he'd be out there thinking, I hope I lose this toss. Because if he wins the toss, he has to kick with the wind. He would never do it the other way. But I think they'd be quite happy to kick against it, and like they've done in the other finals, and start off really
I'm just
well.
watching blokes kick the F and 35-40 out, mate, and not making the distance. So I'll be happily kicking with the wind, put an advantage up there, and away you go.
Yeah, but as I say,
Especially if rain comes in.
Yeah.
And it turns.
Well, it hailed in the twos.
comes in the second half, and the side that kicked the win's only got 1 goal on the board, like the last 2 victims.
Yeah,
very true.
It'll be good.
The last 2 victims, I like that one, mate. That's,
Well, they were, you know. But both East and Werribee had the wind, and the wind, Thompson played too well against the wind for them. If they can do that and start off the same year, and then Belmont's chasing bums all day. That's
Yeah,
the
no.
idea behind it, I reckon.
But Belmont also played well against the wind too, mate. So
They
let's,
did.
you know,
That's why I
it's-
can't figure out who's going to win this thing.
No, I know. It's we start in 6 minutes. I'm going to have. You've said Belmont probably because of the way the season they've had.
That's the only thing that forced me. I think they deserve to be picked for where they finished. But that doesn't mean they'll win this game. But
Can history be changed?
have you got off the fence yet?
No, as I said, mate, all week I said if it was going to be crappy conditions, I thought it would favour Belmont. But then I thought back and I thought, well, Thompson have played in some pretty ordinary conditions and been able to manage to defend really, really well. But again, now with this breeze, just a little bit different, straight down the ground. I just reckon their marking power. They can find some blokes to match up. The Belmont Lions, I'm talking in defence, because they said they've got 3 or 4 blokes now they've got to match up. They got McLeod, Knight, and Boyd as 3 bigger blokes to start off with. It's going to be interesting.
So you're going for
I think Thompson can. I think Thompson can win the game.
Spide?
Jared gets Boyd. Here's my first pick for the day. Jennings goes tonight.
Jennings tonight. Then you.
Jennings goes tonight, and then looking at the rest of the lineup.
They played each other a couple of times during the year. I know
Only once, mate. They played each other once and Belmont won by 70 points.
Which means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
Werribee, Belton,
Jacob Steele gets McLeod. Because you're not going to play Braden Ed or anybody because his drive's too important.
Yep. Well, he may have to go to Freeman.
He may go to Freeman, but Sean McNamara, you got him. So maybe if McNamara gets McLeod, and
I don't know about McNamara with McLeod in the air though.
Yeah, but he's a bigger body.
Yeah,
that might be the only reason I'm saying it.
Yep.
Who wins Belmont by 6 goals? Grub.
Wow.
I just thought it'd be controversial and different to everyone else.
Yeah,
I felt like it.
It's as I said, Spot. It could go either way. I just hope it's close. I just don't want to sit here and at 3/4 time and think, well, the game's done and dusted with whoever's go. Well, Thompson go that way with 4,
The 3 goal. No,
I also want to see a game. I want to see a good game of football, and that's what everyone come to see. And it highlights probably, as I said, these two teams deserve to be here. So I've got no question about that. Let's hope they both put on the display that they play to their full ability, and we actually see a great contest.
Grubby, it might be the case of Thompson by 20 goals and you're only 40 goals away.
Oh, good on Johnny Mitchell. I'll tell you one other thing, though. All right, you come to see a real good game. If we don't get a good game in these conditions,
On a close game.
I hope we get a close. And I tell you what, to officiate today,
Thank you.
the boys that got a grand final berth in the umpires and very well deserved. Tim Callender, Liam Clark and Errol Burns. They're 3 of the best. I talked to Steve Guanaccio. He's out at the GFL final today. He's the best, but these 3 blokes are terrific umpires. The boundaries are Laura Irvine, Liam Muir, Grant Sumner, and Charlotte Wilson. And they've done heaps all year to be able to get to this position of grand final. So well done, boys and girls. And the goal umpires, Hayley Hunt and the great David House. So we've got the best in the business today. There were no excuses.
Former Belmont player Graham Cox has just texted me in. He's watching from where is he from? He's watching from where are we? He's the precinct bar in Darwin. So we're up in Darwin today with the coverage, lads.
Tell you what, I bet he's got the good weather up there.
Well, wouldn't be have to be much better than this to be better up there, I can tell you.
Forbes, you sent me a message. Fire up today, mate. Shannon, I'm not there watching. He's probably in Thailand or wherever he is, Indonesia, wherever he goes in the middle of the year.
Who was that?
Marcus Forbes.
Marcus Forbes. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Anyway, are we playing for the Marcus Forbes Cup or the Nathan Bishop Cup?
I think we're playing for that cup that just got blown off the stand.
Blown over.
Yeah, we're playing for that. And it'll be fair dinkum right from the start.
Rightio, Dale. Game is about to start. We're about a minute and a half away, or it depends on what happens with everything else. The umpires might start a little bit early. Mum might have a wedding like they did against Werribee that day, Grub.
Yeah, could do.
Can we start a bit early? But here we are, the absolute final of the GDFNL 2024 season. The great Lizzie Smith walking past us at the moment. Gave me the bird.
It's a bit of a rude gesture,
I would have
Lizzie.
thought it was uncalled for. Anyway, we're about to kick off. Oh, here we go. Look at the cool man walking past now. Glennie Myers. He's going to find his position against the scaffold there and not move. Craig Jack has gone to the other side this time.
He's that nervous. He's
covered his
shaking,
head.
Glennie.
Craig Jack has just put the he's put the Just for Men in over the week, so he's got rid of the greys. Have a look in. The president of Thompson out here looking very, very svelte and very suave.
I'll tell you what, you talk about the battles. I've got another battle for you.
Yeah, mate.
Probably the best coach in the competition in Paul Lynch. These two blokes from Belmont, Walscott and Vermeulen, fantastic coaches. They got the Coach of the Year award between them. And I'll tell you what, it'll be a great, great battle between the coaches because they both coached very, very well.
All right, umpire has ball in hand, folks. We're about to kick off the GDFNL 2024 Grand Final. Good luck to both sides. Belmont versus Thompson. Dale, take it away.
Umpire with ball in hand, and we are about to start. Siren has sounded. Cam goes up against Thomson in the middle of the ground. Both sides will want to get a start in the game. Coming through, Troop doesn't fends the ball forward. Pitched up by the Plant, goes into their half-forward line. Boyd can't take the ball cleanly, bounces poorly. McDonald had it, a little kick forward, didn't travel too far. It's going to be sitting towards centre wing now. Players converge on it, and a number of players around it, and we were going to have a ball up pretty quickly in this first quarter.
Just quickly, Smithy, Plant in. Is that a danger?
Well, obviously, he's obviously they would have tested him. I reckon. Don't know they could have brought one in. It's a dangerous ploy. Boy now from the contest. Ball comes out, picked up. Smets tried to work his way through the contest, tackled, held up, and again umpire will call for it back once again. Eddie's gone to the wing, I think. He's we did start on the wing out here, so again Cam gets the ball down out of that ruck contest. Ball now is fed towards the centre half forward position, but now it's flipped out the back. It's going to be picked up, cleared away. Ball goes transferred out there by McPherson. He does that very nicely. Goes out towards centre wing. It's Belmont Lions the first to arrive. Trying to pick the ball up was Vermeulen. Couldn't do it. Just kicked the ball off the ground. Went towards centre wing, and players again over the top, and it's going to be held up. And it's going to be a ball up on centre wing. So it's hasn't gone too far.
Hope Mitch ain't listening.
Just trying to feel each other out here early in the first quarter. Ball up with the ruckman once again. Cam taps the ball down. Again, players converge very quickly on it, and umpire will call for it back.
Sheriff got the job on Knight.
Ball thrown up once again. This time Hootsma, hand on ball. Evans, little tap forward. We need something to clear the contest here because it's not going too far. Will suit Thompson at this stage just to hold things up. Ball with the umpire and it's thrown up. Hootsma's tap comes down again. Goes back into the congestion. Now it's been forced out. Hennessy, I think, was the first to arrive. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Kerslake also there. Ball goes back over the boundary line and we will have another throw in.
And, well, we've got a bit of a chance. Thank you very much for the GDFNL for that lovely luncheon they put on for us today.
And the spread in the box now. So, see if I can clear it, Dale, eh? Ball to be thrown back in. Hootsma versus Cam. Hootsma just belts that one forward, does get it away. Running on it at Tholborn, can't quite pick it up. Taps it in front of himself, dives on top of that one. Umpire says no prior opportunity. We'll have a ball up, but at least we've moved 25 metres there, Dale, so that's a start.
I like his game last week. What's his name? He needed the run and he had it.
Tholborn. So anyway, ball comes there, comes down. Evans over to Evans. Evans throws on left foot, drives Belmont forward, but what's umpire paid here? He's paid a free kick back.
I think he said a throw, Spider.
Okay.
That's what I thought he indicated.
Indicated a throw. That's fair enough. That's the way he's seen it, mate. Quicker than me. So, free kick taken now. Chips in towards Cam. Cam in the centre of the ground now. Takes his time. Now plays on very, very quickly. Drives the ball long. Ball holds up in that wind a long way. Arms going up by Hoots, but couldn't take it. Falls down to Freeman. Freeman throws on the right boot. In front is Knight. Looming at it. Goes straight at Mitchell instead of going at the ball. Could have been a free kick. Wasn't. Jacob Knight picks up now. Handball's over to Mitchie Hodgson. Mitchie now a chance on the right boot. And bang! Mitchie Hodgson has the first goal for Thompson. We have gone, what have we gone, Dale? 3.5 minutes. Morris Finance first quarter, Thompson 1 goal. Belmont yet to score.
And it just shows you got two of the most dangerous players I've seen for a while involved in that bit of play. Knight we know, but Freeman, who's been down back, who you called for, Smithy, to go forward, he did just that, and he was part of that play. And that was beautiful play against the wind, and already Thompson have the ascendancy in just the first 5 or 6 minutes.
It's the first time it actually went forward for them as well, so a positive start to the Thompson side.
Well, with the wind, they haven't got it past centre half forward, Belmont.
No.
So ball back in the middle of the ground once again, thrown up by the umpire. Cam over the top, knocks the ball down. Mitchell tries to kick it off, but Troop arrives once again. I don't know that was a correct disposal either, and it's not. It's going to go back. Free kick will go to Hootsma. in the middle of the ground. He's doesn't try and clear the bog, but he goes right into the centre forward position. Mark not taken out there. Jacker over the top of it, and he did release it, pushed the ball out. Ball comes out. Some numbers out there now. Picked up. Marnie, he had it, lost it. Ball gain, picked up out there, this time by McPherson. Unfortunately, handball didn't hit a target. And again, underneath the congestion, umpire back in will call it for it. And it's going to be taken by him at the, I reckon, about the half-forward line position. I reckon right on the 50-metre arc. Evans doing the ruck work, uses his body, comes out towards Mitchell. He forces his way through, over the top to Donahue. Handball wasn't good, but picked up cleanly by Smets. Puts boot the ball. The race is on now. You want to have a bit of pace. Freeman is after it. He doesn't arrive first. That was nicely done out there by Steele. He gets the ball in front of himself, picks it up now, avoids the tackle and goes on the left boot. Little short kick goes to Evans. Marcus taken. This is Jack.
Move
Jack
it!
right on the centre, top of the centre square now. Little chip going forward, low and flat. Didn't hit the target. Coming out, the pickup was taken. I reckon that's Wilson, is it?
Wilson, yeah, mate.
And he was taken a little bit too high and has an opportunity now to go back and square things away. And as I said, Breeze will be pretty much over the top of his shoulder today. So accuracy will be what we required. Ball, as I said, the Breeze pretty much straight down the middle of the ground. Kicking from about 40 metres out. Just off centre. So Josh Wilson, left foot up, comes in, kicks that goal. He has gone left and it has stayed that way and through for a minus score. So Belmont to that solitary behind. Thompson one straight goal and we have ticked over 6 minutes. Morris Finance first quarter scoreboard.
So Sammy Jacker with the usual role of kicking in from fullback has ball in hand right now. And as has been their want for the last 3 weeks, drives out to the defensive side of the ground. Nice long kick. Falls in the hands there. So turn around now is Knight. Drives the ball along down the line again, looking for Cam. Cam, the one-out battle there, uses the body really well. He's got Donahue in the middle, if he can get that to him. But might be a fair kick, I would have thought. So Jordan Cam now just goes long down the line again. Troop flies, puts the hands up, ball comes to the ground. They're paddling it forward now. Over the boundary line in front of Freeman. We'll have a boundary line throw in, 60 metres from the Thompson goal. So a couple of good long kicks have moved that well out of their defensive zone. Belmont, of course, kicking with the aid of probably a 3 or 4 goal Breeze as it stands at the moment. Thompson 1 straight, Belmont 1 behind. 7 minutes gone. Morris Finance, first quarter, ball thrown in. Look at the Breeze take that. Boyd does the ruck work, wins it down. The kick off the ground there by Boyd as well was really effective. Left foot snap, touched off the boot. Diving on it, Thomson could be in trouble. No, ball spills free. Comes out now. Handball over the top by Mitchell. Mitchell does well. Over there, Evans ends up with the ball. Handballs the ball longer down the line. Benjamin will beat all players. True centre wing, far side of the ground here at St Albans Reserve, Concept Oval. We'll have a boundary line throw in. I did sort of suspect Hootson might do the ruck work from the start, and then Evans comes into the game a bit later. That's how it's panned out. So the ball up in the air. Hootsman gets in front, belts it long way forward again. No one there for Belmont. Picked up there and by Seligen, who just handballs the ball out. And the umpire said that is deliberate. Grubb?
Yeah, well,
probably agree with that.
I think he went straight for the boundary. I hate to see any deliberates in this level of footy, but if you're going to pay one, that one was it.
Yeah, it probably was, and Seligen might have been smarter than just fumbled it across, but he didn't anyway. Ball brought back in. Now the options down the line, looking really long here towards the Ben Evans direction, who just uses his body and his strength, takes a fantastic grab. Right on 50 here, even with that Breeze, it is more coming across him where he's kicking there, Dale, so it might test him a little bit.
Back into it a bit, I think, Spide.
Yeah, he is, definitely is. I went out there before. He's definitely into a bit of a breeze here.
But he's backing himself to kick this one, so... Well, no, he's not. He's just going to chip the ball up the top of the square, out the front. Wood puts the hands up, can't quite take the mark. Ball hits the deck, quick off the ground. Didn't really go anywhere. Ball forced out of bounds. And we'll have a boundary line thrown about 5 or 6 metres round from the Belmont lines behind post. Nearly 9 minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter. Thompson 1 straight 6, leading Belmont that 1 behind. So Cam and Ben Evans do well. Neither ruckman to get near it. I think the umpire will call it one back, as he has. Boundary umpire will throw that one back in again. So I think the wind plays a bit of havoc with the boundary line throw-ins. So That's a much better throw in. Well done there. Ben Evans uses his strength, tries to break through, wrapped up in a tackle. He is going to be... The umpire says no prior. He took that out of the ruck.
Yeah, I don't know whether they pay that.
They don't pay. It's not a rule anymore.
Yeah, but it's still got to be prior. You've taken it out of the... Anyway, that's okay.
No, I don't know.
I'm not disagreeing with you two. Anyway, ball in the air. Evans does the same thing again. Bubbles in his hands. Falls free. Running through now. Quick handball underground. Ball hits the deck. Diving on top. We'll have another ball up here shortly. And we have. So... 10 minutes gone now, Morris Finance first quarter. Another ball up, 40 metres out from the Belmont goal.
So ball thrown back in the air. Evans again doing the ruck work. Cam's down there with him, coming through. Donahue on the left boot, drives it back around to the half-back line, but reading the ball nicely. Belmont Lions, they have the ball. Is that Eddie out there? I think it might be. And he's called a play on now. Was tackled from behind into the hands now of McLeod. Kicks the ball forward, one-on-one contest. Nice work out there. And that was Steele in front of Billy Smets. So... a good win there for Steele.
It could be a free kick right down in the forward line for an indiscretion, which I didn't see, but it will go to Belmont almost in the goal square, I think.
Who's that hobbling off? Is that Sammy Jacker?
Looks like the way he's running, yeah.
So I'm not too sure who the ball's going to.
Yeah, it is at 11.
Oh, yep. So Vermeulen. So I'm not too sure, as we said. We're watching the ball or the play further up the field. So Vermeulen now. And he will need to put this on the board for the Belmont Lions, and he's
hit the post.
So a second behind to the Belmont Lions. They still trail Thompson on one straight goal. We've gone almost 11 minutes.
Goal, Mitchie.
So it's now back in the hands, I think maybe Lynch doing the kicking and duty with Jack limping from the ground.
He'll be right.
Notice great move then.
So the ball now is... going to be kicked in now. Lynch goes long and wide out towards the half-back line. In front, Evans. Mark not taken. Ball comes to ground, so the numbers will converge on it. Umpire and very quickly to call that, and a ball up will take place. So in between half forward and centre wing, still at Belmont's attacking end. Probably on the wrong side of the ground for them. Trapped out there by Cam. Goes towards Smets. Got through the contest very nicely. On the left boot. Just drives it back towards centre wing. Mark not taking it down at ground level. Ball's picked up. Handball comes out. They try to clear it from the contest out there. That was Sheriff. Unfortunately, it's been turned over. Ball back now into the hands of Jackson McLeod. We had it and lost it as quick as he had it. Ball now comes into the contest again. Numbers around. And we're going to be having an umpire come in and... take possession of it.
I reckon they'll need Sammy back if they can get him because he's had a very good final series.
Yep.
Ball thrown up very quickly here. Evans tries to take the space away but didn't do it. Cam got over the top of him. Picked up out there. Troop, he's tackled by two Belmont players. So they're applying plenty of pressure. Just can't clear the contest. And the umpire is going to be in once again to throw it up. Evans throws, or sorry, the umpire throws the ball up. Evans stands out and misses. He could have just about grabbed it out of the contest, went after it again on hands and knees. And again, umpires let it go for a little while here. Ball now finds its way out. Picked up Marnie, left boot, goes back in towards their half-forward line. Out the back, picked up out there. And it's going to be turned around there by Maguire. Goes back towards centre wing. Kick was okay. And Mark has been taken out there by Cam. So his defensive side of centre wing been asked to go now by the umpire and kicks longer down the line. Mark not taken. Good spoil from behind. Good roving out there. Might have been picked up out there. Plant. On the left boot. Didn't go too far. It's been picked up and cleared away. And the Eddie derives the ball long back into their forward line. Going back in towards the half-forward line. Picked up by Evans. Got the handball back inside. Went looking for his teammate out there. Might be Wiley if possibly. And umpire said, tackle laid. Let's have it back. So we'll have another ball up which will take place. So we tick over 30 minutes in the first quarter. It is the Belmont Lions on two behinds. Thompson one straight goal.
Ball in the air quickly there. Neither ruckman wins a tap down, hits the ground again, picked up there by Evans, gets a handball out wide, quick kick forward in by Belmont here. In front was Allett, and Allett takes the mark. Grub, I was about to say, shades of what Thompson have done over the last 3 weeks was starting to appear, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, right from the start till now, and unfortunately, Belmont probably had a chance to kick one or two. They've got another chance now. They cannot afford to keep kicking points against this Thompson side because they might only get 4 or 5 attempts for the whole quarter, the way Thompson
played.
Should
have one already. You don't miss those 25 out directly in front. I'm sorry, there's no excuse. Both of those should have been kicked.
Well, that's what I mean, and you've really, really got to take advantage.
So David Allett comes in, stabs at that one, has put that straight through the middle. Players knew straight away. The reliable David Allett has kicked his first, the first for Belmont. They moved to 1-2-8, leading Thompson 1 goal straight, and we have ticked over. 14.5. Morris Finance first quarter.
Again, good football to get it down there against this pressure that Thompson are putting on. And, they brought it from way back at the half-back line. Not easy to do against Thompson. I'll tell you one thing, though, Spider. Last time we saw Belmont, they had a bloke that played for both clubs. Today we've got a player who's a player and an umpire.
I knew that was coming. Here, Grubby, have a little cream cake, mate. That'll keep you going for a
I
while.
wish I was in the box in the junior game this afternoon. I would have been having a ball.
Yeah.
Back in the middle of the ground this time. Cam over the top, gets it out. Thompson was interfered with there, and he's going to win a free kick in the middle of the ground. So Harry Thompson will have to pick this ball up. Bit of slop on it too. He probably needs to get out of there if he can. Get back beyond it. Now he's going to transfer the ball across the ground. Kick wasn't great. Cam was up, went through his hands. A little bit slippery at the moment out there. Kicked off the ground. That's a positive move. Picked up. Vermeulen, I think, tried to get through the contest. He was tackled, brought to ground. Umpire again, as they've done for most of this game, have been in very quickly.
I would have paid that holding the ball because he actually tried to force his way through. That is prior.
So this time Evans taps the ball down. Evans went after it. Thompson got in there as well. Handballed outside. Vermeulen kicked the ball off the ground. Picked up Wiley. He loses control of it. Picked up Thompson. They go back towards centre wing. McLeod leading in the race for the ball. It's some good work out there by McNamara, able to get to the contest. But McLeod's left out there by himself at the present time. Some numbers need to arrive. He taps it back and over the boundary line. Umpire said that is deliberate, so it's going to go to McNamara. So he's on the far side of the ground, and we'll need to bring the ball back to this side. I think this is definitely the wind blowing straight across the ground, but looks at it again now.
That's
at the
a free
moment.
kick.
Should have been, and the umpire has paid it. Spider, good call. Tholburn will be the recipient. So he needs to transfer the ball back inside. Davis kick went towards his teammate there, but in front, the mark has been taken out there by Marnie. So read that nicely. He's taken the mark, plays on now, delivers the ball and goes long into their forward line. Ball gets out the back. Ellett nearly had it again. Fell into his hand, but went out. Umpire said this time we're going to have a throw in.
They pay the deliberate, but they don't often pay it right on the line, do they? They sort of tend to let that one go, which is fair enough too.
So the umpire is about to throw the ball back in, and that was well done. Evans is there, takes the ball, or tried to take it out of the contest. Got the handball back inside, missed the target, went to his brother. He picked the ball up, and that was Jack. Went long towards goal, but unfortunately he is offline, and I think the ball has gone out of bounds to the full. Yes, it has. Free kick will go to Lynch out there.
Ooh. Jacko McLeod loaned his back there for a second.
Yeah.
Doesn't
like it either.
Even McNamara.
So the ball now is in the hands of Lynch in the back pocket, pretty much towards the behind post.
Down he goes again, Jacko. That's got to be a free kick.
Goes long down the field.
Oof.
Ball comes out of that contest, or it doesn't come out of the contest. It's a strong tackle laid. An umpire has come in, and he will just take possession of it. Still testing each other out over there, I think, on the far side.
There's nothing nasty in it, but from when I watch football, you cannot bump a bloke over 15 metres away from the footy.
So the ball from that ruck contest, and I can't see who's trying to force their way through, but there's umpires in. Is there a free kick?
No. Just another ball up, mate.
So I think it was Thompson trying to get through one side and out the other. That was taken in the breeze. Ball at ground level, picked up. Evans, he is tackled again, and a ball will be held up. So we need this clearance work. We need a Hootsma big tap to clear the zone here. Thrown up once again, over the top. Ball comes out. Picked up out there, and it was Ludbrook got the ball back towards the boundary line, went to his teammate in Thompson. He was tackled. Umpire said he disposed that incorrectly, and free kick will go out there, and I reckon maybe Charlie Donahue, I think.
Looks like him, Dale, from here.
Yeah, a long way away, Spot. I want these goggles here in a minute. So the ball goes into their half-forward line. Boyd doesn't take the mark. Picked up there. Knight got out of trouble. Did that pretty nicely. Kicked the ball. Umpire said free kick. Was that deliberate? Or
I think it went in bounds on the full. It went on the full.
Well, it must have been because there was nothing else there. He got a boot to it.
So the ball now is going to be transferred back into the half-forward line for the Lions. Ball comes out of that contest, and it goes. It was laid, but there's a free kick being given prior to it. Looks like it's going to McPherson out there.
When am I in the marking contest?
Yeah, it was. It was in the marking contest, but I couldn't see what it was.
So McPherson will need to try and bring the ball across this side of the ground. He goes low and flat into the pocket. Oh, I tell you what, I thought that was going to get over the top of those Thompson players there. And that was kicked off the ground there by Boyd. Umpire said this time it is okay. We're going to have a throw-in which will take place about 25 around from the behind post. So we've gone almost 19 minutes. It is 1-2 to the Lions, and Thompson are one straight goal.
Ball to be thrown back in now. Evans versus Boyd. Boyd's in the ruck at the moment, so that's interesting. Not one player in the forward half for Thompson, so ball thrown in now. Boyd versus Evans. Evans wins that one down. Ball spills free now. Pack forms around it. Trying to force their way through. Not happening. Picked up there by Thompson, but not going to go anywhere at all. Now spills free towards Belmont's goals. Quick kick off the ground, and a tackle has been laid. Kick there by Saligan. Gets free. 50-metre hit line here for Belmont. Players dive on top of the ball now. It has been knocked out, I think, has it? Or has the umpire called for it? No, he's boundary umpire to throw this one in. So Boyd and Evans Ben to do battle again. Just outside the Belmont 50 line here. 1-2-8 leading Thompson, 1 straight 6. Ball comes in. Evans belts at one forward towards Wiley. Wiley's a little foot to it. Goes McPherson. McPherson wrapped up in a tackle straight away, and we'll have another ball up just inside forward 50 now for Belmont. So, the way Thompson have played the last 3 weeks, you think this is exactly what they want to do.
Blueprint, mate. Exactly the same.
Yeah. So, Belmont need to work a way to get it out wide, but they can't. So, ball spills free. Quick handball goes up there. Eddie gets that handball across. Ball ping-pongs through hands and ends up being tackled and taken over the line. No, the umpire said it's still in play. It's a long way away, Dale, isn't it? Yeah. So the ball up just inside the boundary line, far side of the ground here. The wind might take that straight out. Evans just grabs it straight out of the air. Quick kick on the right foot. McPherson tries to tap over his head. Not successful. Coming through now. Quick kick off the ground there. Going forward for Thompson. Can't see up on standing away. Knight tried to get that one. He's wrapped up. Ball goes to ground. Falls out the back. Evans picked that one up, trying to barge out of it. Going absolutely nowhere. 21 minutes gone. Morris Finance first quarter. Thompson blueprint.
Well, ideally they need to kick 2 quick ones and then do what Thompson did in the second quarter.
Yep. So ball thrown up now. No ruck. We got a tap to it, which is not ideal for what Belmont are trying to do this quarter. So I think it's time to get Hootsman back in there, punching the ball forward in the grub.
He's there now, Spike.
He will be.
There you go. I should be a coach. Anyway, Boyd there wins that one down. Going nowhere. This is absolute. Yep. What we've seen 3 weeks in a row. And clubs haven't worked around it yet. So ball back in the air again. Hootsman wins that one down to Mitchell trying to get through and wrapped up there. Sorry, you've got me going now, Dale. Thank you.
I've got the T in there, mate.
Yeah, I know you put the T in there. He'll love that too, Brad. Bit of a how do you do there between Kerslake and Steele, but Boyd holds his ground, wins that one down quickly. Ball still going nowhere at all. Wrapped up. We'll have another ball up now. So it's just rinse, rewind, repeat, isn't it? Yeah. So ball in the air again now. Boyd wins that one down cleverly. Still going nowhere. And obviously not trying to break the play open there. Let Belmont out. Ball comes free. Umpire's paid a free kick now and is going to Thompson. So Lynch with the ball. Hennessy, I reckon you're right. Yeah, it is. So he goes up the line. Finds Smeds. Smeds now, true centre wing. Not a great kick off the boot. Hennessy in front there, but too good. McNamara puts the one hand up, cuts it off, and marks it on the second attempt. So Sean McNamara now just chips one in short, finds Steele. Ooh, that's a free. That's a 50.
It could be.
You can't touch a player once he's taken the mark. Anyway, Steele comes out wide again. He finds Murdoch. Murdoch's got a couple running out here. He uses McDonald. McDonald now has time. Chips it on the left. Nice little kick to Marnie. Marnie moves the ball quickly. Finds Eddie. This is better play. Eddie comes out wide. Nice looking kick to Jarrod. Corey Jarrod has taken the mark. What's the umpire saying here? No, I wouldn't have thought it was 50. It was a marking contest.
No, definitely not.
So Corey Jarrod's run up the half-back flank here. We'll be kicking from, I'd say, right on 50. Hard to tell. So Belmont really need this one. So he plays on, runs around a bit, throws it on the right boot. Wind not bringing it back far enough. So Corey Jarrod has his first behind, the third for Belmont. They move to 1-3-9, leading Thompson to a one-soldier goal. We've gone 24 minutes. Morris Finance, first quarter.
So the ball brought in from full back. They go short to the back pocket. Saligan in some space by himself. So he will just obviously take his little bit of time. Kick will be long and outside 50, going towards the boundary line. It's floated that way. Knight there, good pair of hands. And he has taken that very cleanly.
He's a good mark, isn't he? For a little bloke.
Yep.
Not much taller than me, you know.
No, he plays on now, put himself under a little bit of pressure, got through the contest though, then kicked the ball very, very high. Troop will have to make the contest. He was there, didn't take the mark. Ball comes down, it's cleared away. I reckon that might have been Sheriff that had a shot at it, but ball didn't travel too far. Ball now, Smith picks the ball up, handballs back inside. That was clean. It might have been Maguire that had it. Went back to Smith. He's lying on the ground though, and it's going to be, well, they continue around him, and umpires let things run. Now he will come in and take possession of it. Umpire with ball. Ruckman go at it. Try to be kept alive there. Mitchell try to keep the ball alive. Goes back. They're going to be cleaned away out there this time by Eddie. Puts the ball quickly back inside. That was well done. Mark has been taken. Mitchell takes the ball. Sees a player wide and uses him very, very quickly. Thompson are equal to the challenge there. Some good tackles laid there. First ball.
No prior.
We had no prior opportunity whatsoever.
So Dan Mowat now picks up and goes across the ground and out there. I reckon that might be Hennessy, is it again? It is. And he'll go wider. Mark will be taken out there. Cam. Just still defensive side of centre wing. He's asking players to come across the ground. They'll go down the line. Could be out of bounds to the full here, although Mark is not taken out there by Knight. This time, ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in. So it has transferred to attacking side of centre wing for the Thompson side.
So, ball to be thrown back in. Looks like Troop's going to come and do the ruck work against Hootsmup. Almost half forward here for Thompson. Ball thrown in now. Hootsmup is the front wall. Could have been pushed out by Troop there. Not paid. Could have been another free kick there for Thompson too over the back. But anyway, quick kick forward there by Smets. In there, that's definitely a free kick. Pushing the back. Umpire blindside and says no. Ball falls to Freeman now. He's got to be gone. Umpire said no. He's handballed it. What game are they watching anyway? Ball comes over the top. Here we go. Belmont a chance to run away. Ball lands in the hands of Fisher. Fisher on the left foot. Goes long down the line. Sorry, Wilson. I've done Fisher again. Anyway, finds Evans. Evans now looking at his options. Go long down the line looking for Wiley. Wiley's got some props. Great work there by Sheedy. Mowat comes through. He's had the fend off. Has been wrapped up. The umpire said yes. Time. You are gone. I'm sorry, Grub. There was three blatant free kicks that completely missed by the umpire.
What are you talking about? He's got 1 out of 4.
Yeah, fair enough too. Anyway, Alec plays on quickly. Drives in the wood direction. Great hand in there by Maguire. Quick kick off the ground by Freeman. That's probably, he's kicked the 75 metres, probably called deliberate anyway. Doesn't matter. Belmont keep the ball in here. So now a chance to drive it back in. Nice looking kick there. Finds no one in particular in the end. Hands come for it. Freeman just decides that I'm going to kick it from 15 metres and kicks it behind. And the umpire lets that go as well, which I thought that rule was stopped.
Don't really pay it now, comp, unless there's no one around you.
There was no one around him then either, mate.
Plenty of blokes.
That was Mel Michael.
No, there's plenty of blokes here. You don't pay that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, Lynch with the ball now. Jack is still not back on the ground, so he'll just drive the ball long, defensive side of the ground. Ball goes in the air. Brought to the ground now. Knocked up by Maguire. A great tackle coming through. The umpire said no. Got him a bit high, and it's on now over here. The umpire runs in to look at that one. In the meantime, Plant takes a free kick. Drives Thompson long down the line. Nice kick, finds Hodgson. Hodgson, true centre wing, waiting for players to get down there, so he's got someone to kick it to. Has been told to play on. Chips it over the top to Hennessy. He's just lived on that wing for the last 3 weeks. No one's manned him up yet, so he comes in the middle, finds Cam. Cam now for Thompson, true centre wing, but off the boundary a little bit now. So space to move both ways. Geordie Cam drives it very, very long down the line. Pack will form here. Ball hits the deck. Picked up by Marnie. Marnie gets a handball through. Spills out then. Billy Smetch just comes through with a bit of class. Turns around the right foot. Nick Sheriff in the best spot to mark this one and does so on the chest. Centre half back for Belmont. Look at the rappel. Chips it out wide, finds Mitchell. Mitchell can continue to run now. He does. He chips the ball over here, finds McPherson. McPherson holds his ground. Did that well. Peripheral vision was fantastic. He comes out wide. Looking for that's a horrible kick in the end. Geordie Cam takes the mark. He comes long down the line looking for Donahue. Donahue is outmarked there outpointed by Vermeulen. McPherson has a chance to rectify his mistake before. Throws on left boot, drive forward, looking for Evans. Evans just barges through, but doesn't matter. The ball gets out the back. Dolburn runs to it. Bit of pace, gets a handball over the top here. Lynch coming onto it now. He's got teammates there with him, but doesn't matter. Ends with the hands of Lynch now, outside 50. Chips the ball long down the line to Troop. Troop drops what he probably should have taken then. Quick handball in the middle again. Murdoch running with it for Belmont. Another handball over the top finds Marnie. Marnie, the quick little chip forward. Beautiful. Ooh, siren
He's going to have to
sounds.
kick it now.
Siren sounds. The ball is in the hand of Josh Wilson, who is going to be kicking from the best part of 55 metres out. 1-4-10 Belmont at this stage. 1 straight 6 to Thompson. So Josh Wilson. He's lining up with the Malcolm Blight special.
He's going to go the barrel too.
He'd have to.
You would say no chance, wouldn't you?
And absolutely no chance at all. The ball has been killed dead. So quarter time sees the Belmont Lions 1-4-10 leading. Thompson 1-6. Dale again. A real difficult time for you to read out the goal kickers, mate. Away you go.
Won't take long to do it either. Dave Allen, he got the solitary goals for the Belmont Lions, and Mitch Hodgson, the solitary goal ticker for Thompson. We'll take a short break, come back. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, a home of local football. Quarter time, they are 1-4. Probably had a couple of opportunities there to put another couple on the board. And Thompson, the first goal of the game, which obviously now have defended pretty stoutly through that remainder of the quarter. So with the win now, their job is now to score and score heavily to give themselves an opportunity to get away by the halftime break. Grub, how did you see things in that first quarter?
When I said about the tape about hashtag this morning, just play the tape of last week's game and the week before and the week before that. I said I was glad for them that they lost the toss, because I know they would have kicked with it if they had won the toss. You have to. They lost the toss, they kicked against the win, and they kept their opponent to one goal. How many times can you do that in a row? Unfortunately for Belmont, they did have a couple of opportunities, as you said, and they muffed them. And they really, I think, needed to be 3 or 4 goals. The only difference in the last couple of weeks is that I just think Belmont play better against the win than East and Werribee will, and Bannockburn as well. I think they play better against it than the other two sides.
And we'll need to.
And we'll really have to. I reckon they got it right a couple of times. They knew what to do. They knew they had to get it to the middle and to this side. And when they did, that's when they had their opportunities.
Yep.
But it's easy to know what to do. It's a lot harder to do it when Thompson are forcing it, and they're the best forces in the game. The game at East Geelong, Thompson were never going to win that. But I reckon that Lynch was practicing that game then, because for a while it was not a great game and East were only a goal in front. But Thompson didn't kick any against it. Well, Mitchie Hodgson put paid to that, because he got the first one of the, and that's so desperate, and they really needed that. That's going to play a big part in this game. That first goal, one against the wind. They led for a lot of the quarter. As I say, they missed opportunities, Belmont, but now they've got to come out and do exactly what Thompson did to them and make it very, very close at halftime.
There's no real way. That's it, mate. As we say, the old cricket parlance, mate, you can't judge a game until both sides have batted on a pitch or bowled on a pitch. Same as here. Can't see how it's going to go until both sides are kicked with the wind. Now, for both sides, great efforts defensively. Neither side set the world on fire when they had the wind.
No, that's right.
In either game. I mean, Belmont probably 15 minutes into the third quarters when they sort of took control of the Werribee game. Thompson kicked 7 or 8 goals in junk time when they were 3 goals in front against Werribee, and then last week, probably you take night out and the game's a lot closer, or might even be different.
Well, could well have been.
That's what we're saying here. They're both defensively, but Belmont now have to bring the heat for the next 30 minutes, and as you said, put in the phone box and do the same thing as what Thompson did in the first quarter. Otherwise, we're sitting at 2 goals 6 to 2 goals 8 at half time.
Well, that's fine by me, because it's still a game of football. But to me, Thompson they've got to get this ball out here. They've got to take them risks and come wide and come in from this side. They have to do that. I mentioned to Smithy off air, if the game's close near the end of the game, right, I reckon Thompson have got 5 or 6 blokes that you have to keep rotating, which means all the other players are not going to get the rest that Belmont is. So if it's still close, that just might figure in it. I don't know. But it's all about quarter number 2. Thompson have done quarter number 1 magnificently, and it's now up to Belmont to follow their example, force the ball out the other side, keep it in the dead pockets, and the only other thing Thompson will have to do, and it'd be a bonus, if you can get the football without having 3 or 4 blokes on you. You get 3 or 4 steps and get it off properly. Because when a lot of Belmont players get kicks, and you get tackled as you kick it, and you can't do it properly. You've got to get away from that pressure if you can.
The other half of our wonderful friend Lizzie Troy sent in that says, deliberate behinds aren't a rule in local footy. I beg to differ. I've seen it paid.
What?
Deliberate behind. Forcing the ball through deliberately for behind.
Yeah, but what she's probably saying is it's not. They
not
don't
to the
play it
extent.
deliberate.
No.
It's. Well, I think put it this way: if you kick in for a point and you walk out and you got nothing to do and you handball back through the point, they'll play it then.
Yeah.
Don't worry. That's about the only time they'll play it. And I agree with that too. Anyway.
And so do I. I've got no problem with it. But now Troy sent it through. He knows all the rules. Anyway, got another quick shout out, mate. Kevin and Raylene Anderson. Kev's an ex-president of Thompson. And Raylene's the daughter of Alfie Harrison, who was the first coach of Thompson, mate. So, listening up in Broadbeach, Queensland.
The first coach of Thompson?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah.
Jesus, he must be old.
No, Raylan, that's the daughter. So that's Simon Anderson's parents. Away we go, Dale.
So siren has sounded, and we'll get the ball underway, thrown up in the air. Cam up over the top. Ball comes out of that contest. Evans kicks the ball off the ground, goes towards centre wing. Hennessy, what's he doing on this side of the ground? He got the handball away, went to Smith. Smith is looking for some options out the back. He goes to Thulburn, needs to use the ball, stepped back inside, went back to Thulburn by hand. He runs, carries, and kicks long. Probably as high as it went long. Coming through in front. Troop didn't take the mark. Comes to ground. Picked up Mitchell. A little bit of strength. Handballs back outside to Troop. Too slow. Got caught and was taken down by Evans. And Evans will take some pressure off now and go across the ground. Runners from behind. That was okay. Mark has been taken out there. I think that's McDonald out there. And he has got the ball outside there. Defensive 50. Charlie Donahue stands the mark and he goes long down the line towards true centre wing. Up over the top, Hoojma. Mark not taken. Ball comes to ground. Umpire's call for the play to go on. Comes out of the contest. Handball was good. Okay. Ends up there in the hands of Cam. And again, he loads up, goes long into the forward line. I'll tell you what, it's going to go long, but it's going to go out of bounds and will be thrown back in the forward pocket about 25 around from the behind post. So all play in that half so far. Umpire to throw the ball back in. Lucas Boyd doing the ruck work down there. Big Evans has gone down also. Friends out of the contest. Boyd went back and collected it. It's come out of the contest now. Over the top. Ends up out there in the hands of McPherson. He's tackled, brought to ground. Umpire said he had an opportunity. Maybe not the great one, but he had to get rid of the ball and make an effort anyway. So Maguire, the recipient now. It'll be interesting to see where he delivers this ball to the danger spot, straight up the middle of the ground. Ball comes to ground. Hodgson ran past the ball. Handball goes out the back, so Belmont are able to clear the ball away. They do it pretty nicely. Went back inside to Ludbrook, I think it was. He left the ball behind again. Maguire's there, kicks the ball back towards the pocket. It's going to be forced to and through or over the boundary line, and we will have a throw in. Right beside the behind post, Thompson's attacking end.
How the grapes grub.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mate. Nothing like a grape to clean the system.
Just got to make sure I don't speak with one in my mouth.
Yeah, that's all right. So ball now thrown back in by the umpire. What's your thoughts, Scrub? Who wins? The ball comes out the back, picked up, shot at goal. Troop in front, and he has taken the mark. He wants to play on.
No,
not
he's
too
told to play
wide.
on.
Umpire called play on, did he?
Yes.
Umpire, we're just waiting for the call.
Right.
It is all clear. Darcy Troop has the first of the second quarter. We'll move Thompson to 2 straight goals. They'll lead Belmont Lions in 1-4, just short of 3 minutes gone. Buckers Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
Well, in all honesty, I think it's a great call. It's a very good call for Troop that they actually called him to play on, because he sometimes gets the yips with a dead set straight shot for goal. He had to play on, don't think about it, bang, goal. And that's the first one on the board. Belmont have got to stop the next couple, otherwise they're going to go in at half-time down. And if you go in at half-time down in these conditions, you don't win.
Tough to come back, Rob, you're right. Ball back in the centre now. So Evans and Cam. Evans wins it one down. Maguire knocks it forward again, only as far as Jack Evans. He kicks it off the ground. Hennessy done well, put a hand up there. Coming through as Freeman without it. Hennessy does well, picks it up. Not sure he knows how to play his side of the ground. Ball goes back. Jennings, what a great effort. Nearly took the mark, running back to the flight of the ball. Comes forward. McLeod picks it up. Tries to burst through. Ball spills free. Tapped out wide. Here goes Ludbrook. He picks it up. Handball away to Murdoch. Murdoch goes to McPherson. McPherson, another quick handball out at Vermeulen. He just paddles the ball forward. Coming through there. Well done. Picked up. Wrapped up. Immediately there's Ludbrook. And we'll have a ball up on the GDFL sign.
See, I don't like blokes kicking it off the ground because you don't know where it's going to go, but he kicked it out to the wrong side.
Probably in the end, yeah. So the ball in the air now. Cam wins that one down, but only into Evans' hands. Falls to Ludbrook. Gets a quick handball at Jack Evans. His kick is smothered. Cam taps it forward well. Comes out from Hennessy. Hennessy, the old plant, done well there as well. Goes to Thulburn. Thulburn overruns the ball. Picked up there by McPherson, who just drives Belmont forward in the Ben Evans direction. He holds his feet. Taps the ball out towards Marnie. Marnie says he's going to get a free kick here. No, Ben Evans is. So Evans for a hold there. He just chips the ball in quickly and finds Mitchell. So Brad Mitchell, 40 metres out. This will take his best kick, I would have thought, from here.
Yeah, it will. It will. But even at the early stage of the quarter, against the wind, take your 30 seconds, take that little bit off the clock, because it all helps. You do that 5 or 6 times and you get a couple of minutes out of it.
We've watched the previous games, mate, the way the ball's held up, probably at the start of the square. So Brad Mitchell coming in now. Ball leaves his boots. A nice looking kick.
Don't you worry about that.
What a fantastic kick by Brad Mitchell. He has his first. Has the second for Belmont. Belmont go to 2-4-16, leading Thompson 2 straight. We've gone 5 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
Geez, I love the way he kicked that. Most of these blokes who are kicking into the wind like that, they try and kick the cover off it because they're against the wind, and that's why the kick doesn't go that well. He didn't do that. He just made sure that he got a beautiful connection from boot to ball, and you don't have to kick the cover off it. He just proved that, and that's a lovely goal from a very, very good player.
Yeah, very good player, all right.
We're back in the middle once again. Umpire about to throw it up in the air. Umpire's just asking Cam to get inside the circle there. I don't know whether he can find it with all the mud that's out there. Ball thrown up. Both players had a bit of a tap on it. Ball comes into the hands now of Plant. Runs and carries and kicks long into the forward line. Going back.
Great
Darcy
cue.
Troop. Good hands. Knight and McLeod were looming behind. Could have jumped over the top, but let him go. So Darcy Troop from probably just inside the arc there, I reckon. We'll go back and look at his second goal of the quarter. And a chance to put Thompson's side back in front. So he steps in, kicks that goal. He's got plenty on it. Looks good, looks long, and
goal, I reckon.
Straight. Umpire says all clear.
It's home and hosed.
Darcy Troop with his second. Thompson with their third. They move to 3 straight. They lead the Belmont Lions on 2-4. And we have just ticked over 6.5 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
I tell you what, you called that really well, Smithy, about the blokes behind him. When you've got blokes who can take marks like Boyd, Knight and Troop all in the same area, you just have to have an understanding of whose time is it to go. Don't all fly at once because you're always going to keep spoiling each other. And we've seen that a fair bit over the whole year. But both blokes understood that Troop was in the best position. They let him mark it. He did the job. And then he did the job with his boot as well.
So back in the middle, here we go. Goal for goal. Let's keep this going all day. Evans versus Cam. Evans wins that one forward, goes to McPherson, does really well, picks it up, quick handball back to Evans. Evans goes out wide to his brother Jack. Jack on the left foot, heading towards, or lands in the hands of Mitchell. He gets a quick handball away again to Thompson. Thompson goes out wide to Marnie. So Brock Marnie right on the 50 here, or just inside 50.
See, that's Breeze going straight across again now. And
yeah, it's changed again, hasn't it? So Marnie goes long down the line, looking for Hootsma. Hootsma can't take the mark. Gets past Thompson, falls to McPherson. McPherson runs around one, gets held up, throws the ball in the boot. Players fly, taking the mark in front with Lynch. Hasn't paid the mark. Well, I thought he had enough of that one, Grub. Unless it was touch off the boot or not 15. I thought that was a clear mark to Nick Lynch anyway. There'll be a ball up, 15 metres out from the Belmont goal. Done well there, comes down. Mitchell couldn't get clear with it. Picked up here, now wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire's going to say going nowhere. And we'll have a ball up. So Thompson probably advanced at about 8 metres there to about 20, 25 metres out from the Belmont goal. But still, big chance here for the Lions. Ball goes in the air. Evans wins that one down. Mitchell tries to pick it up and run away with it, but he can't. Wrapped up. We'll have another ball up. So, still deep in attack. We've gone 8.5 minutes here. Buckley's Entertainment ball gets free. Players being dragged off it, but no one has the ball with them. Quick tap forward there by Belmont, heading towards the goal square. Comes back the other way. Picked up and spilled out of Mitchell's hands again. Now wrapped up in the tackle. Going nowhere, and we'll have that stalemate again. At least Thompson have someone forward of the centre this time, Grub.
They have.
One person. Anyway, ball in the air. Evans wins that one down, only as far as Saligin. Saligin just throws on the boot as far as he can. Hootsma in the best spot. Couldn't take the mark. Should have held that one, but didn't. The ball comes to ground, puts his teammates under all sorts of pressure. He's got to hold those, Grub.
There's a free kick.
High tackle to a McNamara. McNamara feeds the handball out really quick. Quick there, forward by Michelle. Well, she found Mitchell.
Oh, what a beautiful kick.
McPherson. So it's Mitchell to McPherson. I got it right the first time.
Yeah, you did. And
I think it was Eddie.
Oh, Eddie, was it? Oh, left foot, yes, Eddie.
Gee, that was a beautiful kick.
He's a good footballer, Eddie.
Yeah.
I've liked his final series.
Not an easy goal to kick still.
No, Benny McPherson now.
Not from that side anyway.
His mum was completely dressed up, Grub.
Oh, was that his mum in the Lions suit?
Yeah, that's clear.
And I tell you what, you love to see people come to the footy and have a bit of fun.
You do a lot of. I want to see the bloke from the Western dress up in some sort of. That'd be great. Anyway, Ben McPherson comes in, kicks the ball up to the top of the square. It's probably not a bad kick in the end. Players bring the ball to ground, bouncing around at feet now. Picked up there, but going nowhere. We'll have a ball up. That was Murdoch was player for Belmont to emerge with the ball. So about 10 metres out here, ball goes up again. Evans just uses his body, shields the space, picks it up, throws it on the right boot, kicks it backwards in the end. Running through was Allett, couldn't do anything with it. Umpire says held to him. Yeah, that was clear. So, as I said, I want to see the bloke from the Western turn up wearing some sort of suit one day. It'd be great. Pub owners. Anyway, ball in the air again. Tapped down. Mitchell tried to run to it. Couldn't do it. Seligman picks it up. He's wrapped up straight away. So he's Hennessy. No, Kerslake. Get it right the third time. Picked up. Not going anywhere. So, another stalemate here. Belmont still deep in attack. Keep the ball in the forward line. Evans wins that one back towards Wiley. Wiley's just wrapped up straight away, brought to ground. Umpire's going to say, apparently he had prior opportunity.
No, I didn't see any.
He might have taken one or two steps, half steps, but...
I don't even think that.
Yeah, but it's just a guess.
You've got to give him some sort of
Anyway,
chance.
Plant wins the free kick, goes long down the line in the McLeod direction. Sheedy flies from the back, punches, can't do anything with it. McNamara on the ground, done really well, picked it up. Wrapped up now. We'll have another ball up. 11 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment second quarter. Dale, probably ideal for you to take over.
Oh, it's about the first time the ball's been in this area, mate, so it's pretty good.
It won't last long here either.
Yeah, no, so the ball thrown up by the umpire, Hoochmer and Cam. Neither player gets a hand on it, goes outside and was taken there by Wilson, got the handball further afield. They need to win possession of the ball, ends up in the hands of Donoghue though. He kicks the ball back towards centre wing, ball bounces. Troop wants the ball to come through the contest. Now he kicks the ball off the ground. Now the runners are required, so Eddie's going to be the first one to get back there. Runs on the left boot and delivers the ball, goes looking for Mitchell. Mitchell's got some time and some space out there. He trapped that nicely, looks up, little chip up over the top. Will it be any good? Because Evans is running onto it. Allett's also there, crosses his path. Now he goes back and collects it. Got the handball back to Mitchell, missed his target. Logan Mitchell for Thompson. He picks the ball up, got the handball over the top to Sheedy. Now they're out and running. He got towards centre wing. He goes long into their forward line. Out in front of Knight. Knight fended off. Don't know whether he did that correctly, but the ball's out the back now.
Danger.
And Knight's looking at kicking a goal, goes at it. And I tell you what, that is a great finish.
Oh.
Jacob Knight from the pocket has his first of the afternoon, the fourth now for Thompson, and they move, as I said, to 4 straight goals. They lead the Belmont Lions on 2 goals for, and we've ticked over just 12 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment Centre second quarter scoreboard.
I reckon the best thing for us in the commentary box and all the spectators is as soon as he got control of that ball, it was going to be a goal. It was never, ever not going to be anything else but a goal. And that's the class that this bloke brings. You know, a lot of people can do what he did and get the ball, and then the goals are 50-50. That was never going to be anything else but a goal from Jacob Knight. And that's where the danger lies for Belmont.
Pickle juice already.
Pickle juice already, Leighton. Anyway, back in the middle again. So, Hootsma to take on Cam. Cam wins that one down only as far as Ludbrook, but quickly off the ground by Mitchell. Cam following up there, trying to help out. Done well. Tackled forward again, but couldn't quite get enough purchase on it. Probably a free kick for holding the man, not paid. Ball falls to Thompson. Thompson chips out wide, clever kick. So Belmont now control the ball, far side of the ground. Quick little left foot kick there, was all right in the end. Put Mitchell under all sorts of pressure, but he's equal to the task. Takes the mark. He's asked to play him by the umpire, so goes long down the line, gets over the back. That's a fantastic grab. No, not quite paid. Anyway, come through Marnie. Marnie on the left foot, out in front. You've got Wood and you've got Evans. Evans wins out and taps it, gets a handball back to Wood. Wood goes to Thompson. Thompson goes in short. The other Evans now can't quite pick it up and control it. Anyway, ball spills free. Seligman just goes the spiral punt out of defence. A 4-on-1 here if Belmont use the numbers properly. Coming across, picks it up, Hootsma, feeds a handball out towards Steele. Oh, Billy Smets, pure class, gets it out to Sheedy. Sheedy had it spent before he had it. Steele done really well, closed him down, dragged the ball in, and we'll get a ball up.
You know, when the ball comes in and you don't get it and it goes to somewhere else, and most players have it, Billy Smets' eyes never left the football from the time it was kicked. And that's what makes him a great player, and that's why he gets the ball so often, because he looks at the ball every second.
So back in the air now, Hootsma and Cam. Cam wins that one down. Mitchell tries to kick it off the ground, but unsuccessful. But Dalla does well, gets it to Troop. Troop swings around the right boot, and that beautiful up and under that he likes to kick so much. Pushing back, well done there by McNamara, brought the ball to ground. Quick tap up here, ball spilling free now. Mitchell couldn't quite take possession of it. Picked up there by Ludbrook, goes out wide looking for Eddie. Eddie, you got a bit of time there, gets around Dalla. And it swings around the other way so he can get on his left foot. Drives it long out wide, looking for Wilson. Wilson under a bit of pressure there. Out pointed by Hennessy. Hennessy now. Time to measure it up. Finds Dalla. Maxi Dalla now. The bit of time. Another little chip over the top. Nice kick. So, Thompson again. Have a chance to kick their 5th. That night again?
Yep.
I thought so.
Is he as good from a set shot as on the run, Spide?
We're about to find out, Dale, because it's exactly the same spot. He turned his opponent around and off he went and kicked the ball on the run. I think we've seen last week he's as good as a set shot. But
although he missed a few early.
He did. Here comes Knight for Thompson. Ball leaves the boot, kicked it low, kicked it hard, and I'll tell you what, has his 2nd. That is the 5th now for Thompson. 5 straight, leading Belmont, who are 2-4-16 grubby. Some bells are starting to ring here.
Well, they are.
Buckley's Entertainment.
And in general play, they're not playing too bad, Belmont, but by gee, they had the ball in their forward line. They had to make a contest of it, and the 2 blokes stood there. And Saligent, they came out too easy under no pressure at all. The ball should have stayed in their 50, but they just stood back and they just went straight through that gap. They've got to be on point every second you against the wind, because one little let up and they go down the ground, and when you get it tonight, look out, because he's going to kick them, isn't he?
Oh,
He looks like he's on again today.
amazing.
Back with the umpire. It is getting colder. I would think we may get a little bit more of a drop, but it's picked up by Cam from the middle. Again, just boots the ball forward. It's going to work. It's coming up to meet the ball.
Well, that's 50. That's a definite 50.
Nope.
Oh, it's got to be.
No, I don't know whether he was a bit accidental, I reckon, to be honest.
He pushed him with
Yeah.
both hands.
Well,
How
maybe.
can that be
Oi.
accidental?
I'll tell you, that was a collision and a half. Someone's taken the mark down there. It
Yeah.
might have been McNamara, was it?
Yep.
Did that nicely. Gee, he was going back with the flight of the ball. And the umpire now says it's going to be a free kick. No, it's not. It's going to go back to McNamara. He just wasn't around behind the mark. So it will go back to McNamara, and he is on the half-back line for the Belmont Lions. Looks to transfer play going towards the scoreboard side of the ground and does that nicely. Mark, will it be taken? Yes, it was. And it was McDonald that came up and took that mark. So again, they hold possession of it and need to do this for a little bit longer, I would think. So they go a little bit longer this time. Unfortunately, the ball goes a little bit wide, and I think it has, and it's going to go to Lynch of Thomson. So Lynch, Breeze seems to have picked up again. He's called the play on by the umpire.
Right,
Smothered
smother.
off the boot there. Good pressure out there. May have been McPherson, was it out there? He's done that nicely. They turned the ball over. Wiley had it. Gave it to Allett. They keep the ball alive, so it kicked off the ground there by the big fella in Evans. So the ball is continued to run towards their half-forward line. Donahue comes across, picks the ball up. He gets out of the contest. Did he get rid of the ball correctly? I'm not too sure. Can't see. It's too far away. So the umpire this time will come in and call for it once again. So it's in between the Belmont Lions half-forward line and centre wing. Umpire just asking for players to hand the ball up and get off the ground. I mean, stand up, not get off the ground. But ball thrown up. Hoochmo doing the ruck work. Taken out by Troop, didn't travel too far. Handball comes back inside to Evans. Jack goes into their forward line, held up in the breeze. Coming through, Salajan read that nicely. Comes out and takes the marks. Got players across the ground. Going to go a little bit longer. Maybe a dangerous kick. Hodgson is out there, so is Jennings. Hodgson arrives first. Did that pretty nicely. He's got options out the back and uses one now. Hannessy picks the ball up. Kick was smothered off the boot. Going back, Jennings once again. He's been able to hold the ball up from so far. Thompson had it. Tackled by Plant. And again, very quick call by the umpire, which is good. And we will have a ball up, which will take place. Again, Troop looks like he's having a bit of a run on the ball at the present time. Ball is thrown up, taps the ball down, goes to Smets again, got the handball outside, goes to Troop. Troop quickly on the boot.
Oh, look at this.
Tholburn just on the ground,
meant
stuck
that.
on.
He meant that.
Well, he'll tell you he did, but don't believe him because Tholburn, his kick wasn't that great. It goes towards the centre forward position. Mark not taken out there, coming through Mitchell. Hit the ground, needs to get rid of it, did so, put the ball out. Good work, Shooty, dives on top, he fed the ball out. Comes support, and it's not going to be moving from that position. Umpire in once again will take possession of it.
Wow.
Right on the centre half forward position. Troops also pushed down. I'm not too sure who the ruckman was because Cam went up as well. So the ball now comes out of the contest. Oh, that's a high tackle.
A little bit
Was
high.
a little bit high. Player just put the head down at the right time. That was Eddie. And he will relieve some pressure for the Belmont Lions. So he's on the half-back line. He's going to come clubber inside. Thought he might have gone to the other side. Kick has to be good. Mark not taken out there. And there's a free kick being awarded. It's going to go to Jennings, it looks like.
Yeah.
An infringement in the marking contest, and he hasn't come out of that too well either. He's hobbling, can hardly put his foot on the ground. So free kick's going to go back. And this time it will go to Ludbrook, I think it is. So now he's going to have to drive the ball down along the centre wing. Still stay on this side of the ground, so it's going to be a contest out there. Troop in front. Evans makes a contest, gets out the back. Allen runs onto it, kicks the ball into their forward line. One-on-one contest. Ball gets through the legs, sneaks out the back. Evans first arrives, or went to Allen with the handball, just a little bit too strong. Missed him. Player now forced over the boundary line or tackled. Umpire says, let's have a throw in. So we have gone just on 20 minutes. It is Thompson 5 straight, leading the Belmont Lions 2-4. And there's been a free kick applied here, Spider.
Yep, free kick's been picked out.
Not too sure what for.
It's going to Belmont, so it's going to Allett.
You're a little bit big to punch in the stomach, Big Evans, son.
You lose your fist. Straight to the belly button, mate. Never see it again.
He got Saliba, but I think he was a bit worried about Evans. And so would I be.
Oh, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you.
Is that Saliba of Werribee?
Yeah.
So, Allett now.
In the first final. Huh? When he hit him, remember?
There's cameras everywhere.
Oh, yes.
He's just popped that one up. It's not a bad looking kick off the boot. Hits the square. Flew high there was Wood. Ball punched through for a rush behind to Belmont. They moved to 2-5. Trailing Thompson, who are 5 goals straight. We've gone 21 minutes. Bucky's entertainment.
They just do everything right, don't they? 5 straight in these conditions is incredible.
They do. So the ball brought back in quickly. Oh, gets over the back here.
That's
a free kick to Smeds. That'll run on. Donahue will keep running now. He's got Knight in a paddock on his own. He's put it out to his advantage. Knight can trap it and does. Tries to get around Sheriff.
He's gone this time.
And he is gone.
If that he didn't take that tackle, mate.
Apparently, Freeman. I've just heard someone might have kicked Allett. That's why the free kick was paid. So anyway, Ludbrook now.
Allegedly.
I said it might have.
Yeah,
allegedly either or. So anyway, Ludbrook with the ball now, looking to come out this side. In front of the commentary. He's told to play on. Knight nearly runs him down, so he's got to go out the other side defensive and does that very, very well. So controlling the ball, obviously not the way Belmont wanted to go. So Steele comes into Eddie. Eddie now, he's usually a beautiful kick of the footy, decides to play on. He goes long down the line looking for Jared. He does well to punch the ball away from Mitchell. Handball the ball up. Coming through there is Eddie again. He's a handball over to Big Evans. Evans turns around. He's got runners out wide here. He's got to take this one. What a contest. What a great contest there. But and should get a free kick for too high, I would have thought. Freeman comes through again. Sheedy was a bit stiff there, not the free kick. And, he's going to get the ball again anyway. Ball spills free. Maguire jumps on it, drags it in. Umpire says that's mine.
Gee, I tell you what, that could have been both boys in hospital that they...
Brilliant done.
But if you're not going to show bravery in a grand final, when are you?
Nah, exactly right, mate. Brilliantly done by both players. Ball in the air now. Evans versus Troop. Troop wins that one down to Smets. Smets, brilliant hands out to Hannessy. Hannessy goes to Plant on that trusty left foot. Drives it long down the line. Nice looking kick. Doesn't quite get where it needed to go. McNamara sweeping at the back there. Picks it up. So steadying up now with Steele. Steele finds Mitchell. Mitchell's been around a bit today, but... not as damaging because he's been forced back a lot further, but he gets a nice handball out. So Steele now drives the ball long, looking for his captain, and Jack Evans doesn't get there. So chopped off by Maxi Della. His kick's not great tonight, but Knight makes everyone's kicks look good. Handball back to Tholborn. Tholborn tries to bust through. Can't quite do so. Picked up there by Wilson. Wilson on the left foot.
He's already paid a free kick to Thompson.
A bit high.
So... couldn't pay one to one Sheedy this side, paid the other one on the other side, shall we?
Oh, well, they only
That's
play
what's
what
happened.
they can see.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, so Sheedy now drives Thompson back into attack. That ball's floated badly at the end. Anyway, what's we paid here? It was a push out, I think. It was a push out. What are the chances?
Is that Plant right in his limits, I reckon?
I reckon he's 10 metres past his limit with a 40-knot gale behind him. If you're looking to feed this one off, I reckon, Zach. No, he's going to back himself to take it. So in he comes, Plant. Plays on, runs around. Probably smart, as I said, 10 metres outside his range with the 40-knot wind. And at the back, Troop couldn't quite hold what he probably should have in the end. Rushed through for the first minor score to Thompson. They moved to 5-1-31. And Belmont 2-5. Bucky's Entertainment, 24 and a half minutes, second quarter.
Eddie short to the back pocket, so they just work the ball. Wanted to just transfer the play a little bit longer now, and they decide to run on now and kick the ball long back out towards centre wing. Evans stands underneath it, couldn't take the mark. Yes, he does on the second grab, so he did that pretty nicely, the big fella. Needs to get the ball just down the line. A little short kick, probably put his teammate under a bit of pressure.
Don't let the ruckman kick.
It's going to be out of bounds, and a throw-in will take place far side.
That's what Belmont have got to work on. A bloke like Evans gets that, and you're right. Don't let the ruckman kick, but he had to because no one was running past him.
Not him, Troop and Cam. They kick the ball nicely. Well,
Sometimes.
Cam does.
So ruck contest out the back. Cam had it, lost it. Shooty took it out of his hand, and it was tackled pretty well straight away. No prior opportunity there. Umpire in very quickly. A big ball thrown up once again.
What a fantastic crowd.
Ruckman go at it. Plant had it. Got the handball back inside. Kicked off the ground there. This time by Wilson. Gets into their half-forward line. Wiley over the top of it. Again, he is tackled. So the pressure around the contest once it hits the ground is been evident right from the very first bounce today. But we've moved the ball to the half in between the centre wing and half-forward line. Again, Evans' front position. Ball comes down from the ground. Thompson over on hands and knees. Sits over the top, and the umpire says he didn't have any opportunity as Evans' Jack arrives or was emerging with the contest or the ball, and then it's going to go back to the umpire. So him and Mitchell just a little push outside. Evans picks the ball up. Again, strong tackle. Umpire let it go for a little while, but is going to call for it back. So we've gone 26 minutes. It is 2-5 to the Belmont Lions, and Thompson are 5-1.
They'd love to sneak one here, Belmont, wouldn't they?
Be handy.
Love one.
Be real handy.
Sorry, the wind blew my pouch of tobacco. I'm going to stay down low and it's up against
Anyway, ball in the air.
worries,
Cam done really well on that pack. Drives it long. Great kick there. Thomson brought the ball to ground. Picked up there, handballed out the back. Steele about to run onto it. Taps it forward, keeps paddling along. Ball tapped over top, falls in the hands of Plant. Plant comes through. Long handball forward to Thomson. Thomson over to Sheedy. Sheedy drives. Thompson long into the night direction. Great work by Sheriff. Brings the ball to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Out in front of Jared. So we will have a ball in. 60 metres round from the Thompson goal.
Well, that changes now. They're not going to sneak that one. Now they've got to stop one.
Can't afford it. It's a bad kicking. Kick 1-4 in the first quarter. Thompson have kicked, well, they fire straight till there's a rush behind. So the ball comes in now. Wood's in the ruck now against Boyd. Wood wins that one down as far as Wilson. Wilson gets a quick handball through the pack. Coming through the other way. Could be a free kick to Mitchell. Not paid. Anyway, lands in the hands of Thompson. Player kicks the ball up and under. Umpire will call play on. And does so. The ball hasn't quite gone out of bounds yet. Now it has. So a boundary line throw in. Just inside the attacking 50 for Thompson.
Oh, I think it's a draw in general play. Thompson have just finished better.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, first quarter went 29 minutes. That throw has moved about 35 metres the other way with that win. Picked up there by Knight, was it?
Don't know you.
Is it Donahue?
Yeah.
No, it was too. Charlie Donahue has put one through for a minor score there.
They can breathe a bit easier, Belmont, there. They did not want that one.
I just think from the ball goes down there, Knight's going to be onto it, and it's going to be all over. 5-2-32 Thompson, 2-5-17 Belmont.
So Wilson, he's going to take as much time as he can, I think, to kick this ball in. Time tick away. Couldn't be too far from the half-time break. He plays on, runs his distance, and now kicks out long. It's got a bit of distance on it this time. The ball gets out the back to Wiley. He looks up, delivers the ball a little bit further down the field, but again, reading the play nicely, Stephen Selajan. Takes the ball and the mark and will kick the ball short. Options inside, it went to Mitchell, and that's Logan Mitchell. Again, just defensive side of centre wing. A little bit longer this time in towards their half forward.
Good hands.
And that was Zach Plant, so he's done that pretty nicely too. Umpire's calling the play on now, and he kicks low and flat into the forward line. Good work, mark taken.
No.
Play on, says the umpire.
Oh.
Not too sure what was it a touch off the boot or
No,
something,
hit the
was it?
ground maybe.
Oh, did it? So the ball's come back out, and Mitchell of Belmont this time has taken the mark in front of the scoreboard here at St Albans. He's looking for his options now. There's not too many, so he decides to go longer down the line. Evans again is his target. Ball gets out the back. Maguire into his hands, picks the ball up. Handball goes back inside, so it wasn't effective, but it ends up in the hands of Jack Evans. His little boot didn't travel too far. As a siren has sounded to end the first half here this afternoon. It is the Thompson side. They were going at 5-2. And 2-5 to the Belmont Lions. Goal kickers to this stage of the game. One each to Mitchell and Allett. And for the Thompson side, 2 to Knight, 2 to Troop, and 1 to Mitch Hodgson. Take a short break, come back. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. Who?
Back to our viewers on the GDFNL live stream, our listeners on 94.7 The Pulse. We're about to start the third quarter here at St Albans Reserve. 5-2-32 the Thompson side, 2-5-17 to the Belmont Lions. Belmont kicking with the wind in this quarter. Grubby, give us your thoughts, my friend.
The thoughts are pretty simple. On field, around the ground, it's pretty close. Thompson are finishing off, Belmont aren't. Thompson are finishing off because of their class. Belmont aren't finishing off because of the Thompson pressure. They've got to change it this quarter. They must kick some goals. I think they have to go in, like we said the last 3 weeks, 3 to 5 goals up. Otherwise, they're in awful trouble. It looks like Sammy Jack has got his leg bandaged. I'm not sure if he's going to come back, is he? Looks like he's done the calf. He hasn't got ice on it yet, so there's still hope for Sammy.
No, I don't know the way. Look at the ball now with the umpire and thrown up in the air. Hoochmar first tap from that contest. Maguire runs after it, picked up out there by Donahue. Kick was smothered. They've kept the ball in the middle of the ground. Now it's not going to come out because there was, as I said before, a number of players going to the contest. McPherson hands the ball back to the umpire. So we'll have a throw up. Thank God it's moved outside that centre square because it is a little the centre part. It's a little bit slippery, the old cricket wicket. Ball comes out of the contest. Quick hands there. Ball comes out now. Picked up again. Donahue slams it on the boot. Goes towards centre half forward. Ball gets through the contest. Runs. Picked up. Ooh, that's a strong tackle. Umpire said first one was a little bit high. And Jared will be the recipient. So let's hope they bring the ball this side of the ground because that's where they need to do so. And Eddie's now got the ball in his hands. The left foot, he will come this side. Kicks up, but it didn't have the depth on it. And the mark has been taken out there and kicked forward by Knight. Goes quickly looking towards Boyd. He can't take the mark. Ball hits the ground. He kicks it off the ground. It runs to the goal square. He had a fresh airy. And the ball has been pushed through for a minor score to Thompson. First score of the second half. It's 5-3 now to Thompson. 2-5 to the Lions. They bring the ball in quickly. They chip the ball back to the half-back line. Into the hands of Sheriff. Again, Eddie has it now, and he goes short to Mitchell. Going to go back to Eddie. Put him under a little bit of pressure. Got the handball back to Mitchell. Had to do what he did. Tap the ball forward. Coming through McPherson. Didn't have it. Marnie did that nicely. Gave it to Mitchell. He was tackled. Plenty of pressure around. Maguire's got the ball. Oh, that was a bit of a scoop. Pretty much. Umpire says he has seen it. And that is going to be a free kick going to Mitchell of the Belmont Lions. So Mitchell, just defensive side of centre wing. Kicking with the breeze, wants to go long. He's looking back inside the middle of the ground. Has no options there and goes longer now. And goes to the half forward and well played. And because it's into the hands of Dave Allett, he lines up, goes long towards goal. How will it bounce? That's the question. Oh, he's got the Shane Warne leggy happening. Ball goes back towards the boundary line, picked up. Salajan kicks the ball along the ground. We'll probably need to go after it again. He's after it pretty hard. He's going to hold it up. No, it's actually, I didn't see the Jack Evans there, but he's been able to do nicely, keep the ball alive. Now Smets arrives. He supplies support to the Thompson side. Going to win the ball back, but the ball is gone over the boundary line, and we will have a throw in. So we've gone just over 2.5 minutes in this third quarter. It is 5-3 Thompson. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-5.
I hate to be critical, but I think it was an off break.
Yeah, it was a Tim May.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was a Tim May. Anyway.
But it was good theatre anyway.
He can do a lot, Dave Allett. Just couldn't quite do that, could he? Anyway, needed the Shane Warne off break. Ball to be thrown back in. Just outside the forward 50 here for Belmont. Cam reaches over top, wins a tap down, coming through. Oh, McNamara taken. Oh, and let it go. He's still on the ground, McNamara. Ball goes free. Marnie can't quite hold it. Tap forward again. Picked up by McPherson. Feeds a quick handball out. Ball thrown in the boot by Wilson. This could be a goal. No, it's not. Maguire grabs it and runs it through for a minor score. So, 2-6 to the Belmont Lions. 5-3 to Thompson. We've ticked over just 3 minutes here. The Greenie Cycling Sport. Game seems to open up a bit. So, Lynch brings the ball in quickly. Goes long down the line. In front is Evans. Takes a very good mark. That's Jack. So, the Belmont captain now, just outside 50. Comes across the ground here looking for Allett. Finds him. He gets around one. Swings on the right boot. Probably pulled it back a little bit too far. Does so. And he has registered a minor score. So David Allett has 1-1 for the afternoon. Belmont now will move to 2-7. Need to kick straight. Going to use this wind anyway. Ball back in again really quickly. Far side. Mark not taken out there. And we will have by Troop. And we'll have a boundary line throw in.
A few bounces the wrong way, bits and pieces. At some point, do you say, this is just not our day?
Not in the grand final.
Well, then what you've got to do is make it your day somehow.
Correct.
Someone's just going to change it, Grub.
Yep, they've got to make it their day.
Bring on Grubby. So Hootsma and Cam to do battle. Again, Cam has been really good in the ruck today. Ball favours Hootsma. He just tries to fish it forward, but Cam done well, volleyball style to bring it down. Oh, straight through there. Well done. Quick kick forward. Well done by Mitchell. That was. Ran through. Comes forward again. Picked up. Handball out again. Goes to Mitchell. Thompson running the ball beautifully now. Lands in the hands of Sheedy. Sheedy goes forward looking for Troop. The race is on now. Troop and McDonald. Troop done well. Sells a dummy. He's got Mitchie on his own in the middle. He's had a flying pot shot at the goals.
No.
Mitchie has time here. Picks it up. Gets round one on the left foot. Mitchie! Players have said touched. Umpire says it's a goal. Mitchie Hodgson has goal number 2. He now has the 6th for Thompson. 6-3-39 leading Belmont. 2-7-19 and we have gone 5 minutes. The Granny Cycling Sport third quarter.
Again, they've kicked the first goal against the wind, and that's just vital. But for a minute there, I thought Mitch Hodgson had the whole 50 to himself, and Troopy kicked it 20 metres away from him, and I thought, oh no. But Mitchie Hodgson, he stuck to it, stayed on it, come back, kicked the goal. I reckon he's buggered. He'll probably be coming off any ticket.
Yeah, he's having a sleep.
And I'll tell you what, a great goal for Mitchie Hodgson. He can't even breathe. He tried that hard.
Didn't sleep last night. 11 kids.
Ball thrown up in the middle of the ground once again. This time Cam over the top, gets it down, goes to Plant. Snuck underneath the tackle there. Evans did pretty well, and it's a good decision by the umpire. We'll have a repeat of the throw up right in the middle of the St Albans ground here. Thrown up once again, brought to ground, coming through, kicked off the ground, out the back, ends up in the hands of Eddie. Just puts boot to ball. Gets a little bit of distance. Ball from behind was Kerslake. Comes to ground once again. He picked the ball up again. Kerslake. Evans dives on top of it. Now he might be in trouble here. He did dive on top of it.
No, he won't be. Could have been.
Look at Zach Plant. He's mud. Trying to shake it off his hands.
So umpire with the ball again. Up it goes. Again, Hoosmar this time gets the ball down. Evans goes after it again. Now there's a Thompson player first to arrive. Maguire it was.
Now Maguire could be in trouble here. Yes, he is. He's a free kick against him. Now, he put that Belmont player on the ground. I don't mind him doing it as a captain, but don't give free kicks away.
The ball now quickly goes back into their forward line. We're talking the Belmont Lions. Marnie, there's a free kick being given once again. It's Allett is going to be rewarded with the free kick. So an opportunity here for Dave Allett. A direct shot at goal. 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. And Perth's the best side of the ground to be on, I would think.
You're right, Dale. Can we go with the understatement, please, Grub?
Might have been a rib tickler to
They really
Josh
need
Wilson.
this one.
Thanks, Grub.
So Dave Allett comes
Appreciate
in, has one for the afternoon, has been a good goal scorer for them, but unfortunately this time has left it to the left. And it makes the Belmont Lions 2 goals 8 now, 6-3 to the Thompson side. 7 minutes gone. The Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
They're the ones that hurt. Thompson have kept them like that because of pressure, but there's no pressure on that one.
So Saligen now brings the ball in. And look, was it Darcy Troop? Sorry, it might have been Saligen. Ball hits the ground now. Quick handball out. Player slung to the ground, doesn't matter, gets free. So Hootsma has the mark here, 65 out. Drives Belmont back, long into attack. No real direction in the kick. Allett flies it back, hits the ground, picked up there. Quick air ball comes out free towards Marnie. Marnie can't quite take the ball. Ball picked up now. Handball forward by Thompson. Hit the legs of Sheedy. Sheedy can't do much with it. Dives on top. Ball not coming out yet. Umpires let it go. Now he's about to come in and say it's mine, I think. Yes, he is.
Was that Wood that flew through the air then?
No, it was Allett.
Allett.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard
Wood's down there.
I haven't heard him call too much. He's been pretty good through the finals series, but he hasn't performed today just yet.
He went into the ruck for a little while. So ball in the air now. Hootsma wins that tap down. Ball comes to ground. Can't pick it up at Thompson the other way through Donahue. Drives it long back. Only as far as Steele. So Jacob Steele now plays on immediately. Wants to get on that left foot of his and does so. Not a great kick. Smelled it off the boot. So Sheedy comes through, done really well. The other way was Marnie. Got a good handball over the top. Hootsma just kicks the ball as long as he can in front. Can't take the mark. Ball spills free. Quick kick out of defence by Freeman. It's going to end up all right here. No, Knight was sport while looking for that one. Good effort there by Sheriff to bring the ball to ground.
I think what's hurting them the most is their kicking with the wind is absolutely atrocious at the moment.
There's no system. No possession, Grub.
No, but when they do, they just kick it in the air, and you've got to hit targets.
That's what I mean. They're not possessing the footy, holding onto the ball. Just chip it around a bit, and then find a target. They're going one out. Anyway, ball comes back in again. Hootsmart just belts that one 30 metres forward into inside 50 again. Vermeulen runs onto it. Gets a little kick away just in time. Wood comes at it. Can't quite pick it up. Ball spills free again. Out comes Donahue. Runs out of room. And we will have a throw in. They're just bombing it long. So it works on the smaller ground when you've got Ben Evans can be one-on-one, but he's not today. Right. He's got Saligin on him too, which is a very smart move, I think, by Lynch.
Well, even if he gets one-on-one, the delivery coming into him is just too poor.
You're right. Anyway.
Perceived pressure, maybe?
Yeah, it could be that too, mate. The big stage. Ball to be thrown back in. Ben Evans and Cam. Evans tries to grab it out of the ruck, can't quite do so. Coming the other way, that could have possibly been a throw, I think, and the umpire has seen it that way. So the free kick will go to Brad Mitchell, will it? He's got the ball in his hand.
Brock Marnie, it looks like now.
No, it's going to Marnie now. Need some more out of the young fella. So he just gets on, plays on, quickly drives the ball along towards goal, and has kicked it! Fantastic play by Brock Marnie, first to win the free kick, then to finish off. 3-8-26, trailing Thompson 6-3-39, and we have gone 10.5. But the Green Cycling Sport, third quarter.
Well, the second part of that statement you made is the most important. They're all getting the ball, but none of them seem to be able to finish. But he really finished off. He's still a young man, Brock Marnie. Spoke to him after one of the games. He's a terrific kid. Yeah. And he's a very, very good player. And he just showed that if you kick the ball properly, the ball drop was fine. And look, you know when you kick it with the wind and it goes up and wobbles everywhere? Belmont are doing that with the wind instead of against it. So that one wasn't. That was a beautiful kick, and they've just got to do more of that and try and get themselves back in the game on the scoreboard.
The better of the Tholburns coming off the ground. Better than his father, better than his uncle.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Cam up over the top, brings the ball down, goes to Logan Mitchell, but it's intercepted and taken away there. And it's cleared by Murdoch, goes back into their half-forward line once again. Marnie on hands and knees, couldn't take the mark, went back and tried to pluck it out. He has got some players around him, but it ends up in the hands of Maguire. He gives the ball away. Umpire said that was incorrect disposal.
Let it go.
Free kick is going to go, and this time to Wiley. So he's going to now kick the ball a little bit longer, goes long into their forward line. Mark required down there, Evans in front, ball from behind, goes to the front of the contest. Maguire picks the ball up, got the handball outside to Kerslake, missed him, but he's got support there. Hennessy, left boot, goes further afield. Eddie comes at it, now he's needs support, he has it out there. Wiley puts hands on the ball once again, but again, this time the umpire will come back in and take possession of it. Players converge very quickly. Buckboon thrown up again. Hootsmart from behind just taps the ball back into their half-forward line. Nicely read there by Freeman. Kicks the ball out towards centre wing. Knight in front. I tried to give the handball away. Sheriff did nicely, I thought, but forced him a fair way back into their half-forward line. Handball's up over the top. Goes towards Hennessy. He can't pick the ball up the first time. Did the second time into the hands of Smets. Handball goes outside, but the player pulled under pressure. Immediately he received the ball, and we're going to have another throw-up which will take place.
Knight didn't give up. Might have gone 50 metres, but he ended up getting the ball in the end.
The ball thrown up again by the umpire. Hootsmar, a big thump further afield once again, goes towards Wiley, comes up. Again, it gets to a contest and players get there very quickly, so we're going to have another ball up which will take place at the 13-minute mark of the third quarter. It is 6-3-39. Thompson 3-8-26 to the Belmont Lions.
So ball hits the deck now, forcing it forward here. Belmont trying hard. Ball again wrapped up in a pack. Ludbrook wrapped, as you said, Dale. As soon as it happens, good news to see Nathan Jennings back on the ground. So after limping off at full half time,
they certainly need him.
Fill up for Belmont there. So Hootsman to do battle here with Cam. Hootsman falls over and still wins that tap. No, going no particular quick handball out by Plant. Well done by there. Ball lands in the hands of Donahue. Donahue goes long. McLeod takes a mark. Jacko swings on the left boot now, getting it towards the Troop direction. Troop uses the body really well. Can't take the mark. McDonald tapped the ball over to a teammate for a bit of help. Wrapped up straight away. We've a ball up just inside the centre square here. Half forward line for Thompson. That was Jennings again, last man off the ground. So ball in the air, Hootsma versus Troop. Troop just taps it down, Ludbrook does well, gets the ball out. Quick kick on the left foot by Eddie. Doesn't matter, going nowhere. Falls in the pack. Thompson tries to kick it off the ground. Doesn't do so. McDonald lies on top of it. Going absolutely nowhere. Umpire says we'll have another go at this one. Billy Spencer's been a little bit quiet this quarter.
Yeah. It's actually, he's probably had a quiet day compared to his other finals.
Yeah, harsh judgments though. Anyway, that one down by Cam. Shooty wrapped up in the tackle, not going anywhere at all. So hands the ball back to the umpire. So just outside forward 50 here. Hootsman Lorenzo, top wins at one. Ludbrook gets it, handballs out top. Over top to Michelle. Mitchell wins that one, kicks it long down the line in the Marnie direction. Allett there to help out. What a clever little tap over top. Marnie runs, has one bounce onto that left foot. There, Brock Marnie. Missed that one. Didn't hit the boot as well as he thought.
No, he didn't.
At all. So 3-9 to the Belmont Lions. 6-3. Thompson, 8 points the margin here, and we have gone 15 minutes. The Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter.
The real tragedy in that one is that he had so much space, he had time to steady, and he just didn't steady enough.
Lynch drives the ball long, goes to the half-back line. Mark is taken out there, so well read out there. I think that's Maguire that has taken the mark, so he will steady things down. He looks to go back towards the club rooms. The club rooms, the scoreboard, I should say. And Jackson McLeod has taken the mark. He plays on and goes quickly by right foot, goes around looking for Cam. Ball spoil, comes to the front. Gain, Belmont clear up and go back inside. McLeod stands under it once again and has taken another mark. Short player inside, goes that way. Ooh, Thalburn had to stretch. He did reach it and he has taken the mark. Transfers play across the ground now. Hennessy, club room side of the ground. Player further afield, goes looking for Donahue, can go and run. The next kick's got to be good, and it goes in towards Knight. He's out in front, and again, he has taken the mark. He can go back and have a look at goals. Not much that Nick Sheriff could do there. I reckon he might have even lost it in the sun for a little while.
Just delivery.
Yeah, when it's put out like that, the bloke that can jump like that, you've got to be extra special.
And he jumps early.
Yeah.
He jumps early, so...
So he has 2 for the afternoon, Jacob Knight. And is looking at his third here this afternoon. And will take some pressure off if he's able to score here and kick a goal. But the kick's gone straight off the side. And I think Troop's taken a mark.
He has.
Yes, just inside the field of play. So well read by the big fella Darcy Troop. An opportunity here for him to kick round the body, obviously.
We will do that. Well, you know that road you come in on, the back of us? What road's that?
St Albans Road.
Because that's where this could end if you're not careful.
He runs around, kicks round the body. He likes it. Darcy Troop. And he has got his third of the afternoon. And the 7th for Thompson. They are 7-3. They lead Belmont Lions on 3-9. And we have gone almost 17 minutes to Granny Cycling Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Spider, that's what's called unputting the moz on someone.
That is. That was unputting the moz on him.
He was always a chance. I tell you what. I've noticed Troop
kicking.
today, there's been a couple of times after the play where someone's given him a bit of a push and he's just taken off. He said, I'm not going to be in that crap today. I'm not giving 50s. I'm not giving frees. And he's been very valuable.
He has. He's been good. Kicked 3 of their 7.
And I hate to say it, but unless something happens here, this is over.
You might be right, mate. So ball back in the middle again. Hootsma. And I thought Maguire's in the middle for a second. It was Cam got up there and ball straight in that mud patch again. Dale not coming out. The slosh pit. Could have rolled it. You're right, mate. Unless something drastic happens now. Belmont need to kick the next 3 or 4 unanswered.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Ball in the air. One down over the top of the eye. Hootsma. Plant does well. Tries to knock it out. Doesn't. Falls back that way again. Comes free. Stuck underneath the legs. So, sorry, it was Maguire. Just gets up, shaking his hands, getting rid of the blackjack there. In front, tap down there. Here we go. Free now. Gets the handball away. Well done out to Boyd. Boyd goes to Kerslake. Kerslake tried to ride the bump. The umpire said, yes, you did. It's a free kick. So, Jack Evans now. His players moving for him. Just decides to go as long as he can. Free in the best spot. Didn't quite make the contest in the end, but now leads in the race the ball. Wiley comes across. Does really well there, Wiley. Done well. Picked the ball up. Gets a handball out to Ben Evans. He's dispossessed, so picked up there by Kerslake. Drives the ball long down the line again. Going nowhere. Belmont in front here. Leaning over the ball. Kick the ball off the ground. Again, the packs are forming around there. Need to do something to get free. Big Evans wins that one out. Gets a handball away. Quick kick there by Wiley and has missed. Andy Riley gets on the scoreboard. 3 goals, 10 now for Belmont. 1 goal, 5 this quarter. Not good enough when you want to win a grand final.
They must have trained with Werribee Central seconds here on Thursday night. I think they're doing exactly the same.
Certainly wasn't with Carlton, was it?
No, because we didn't finish on the bottom or second bottom like some other side.
We finished bottom, mate. That's
bottom.
okay.
That's where you
okay.
bloody well deserve too.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, Lynch bring the ball back in. Does so. Not a great kick off the boot. Nearly lands in the hands of Boyd. Umpire said it's a free kick for a hold off the ball.
I didn't see that.
No, and that I thought that could have been 50. I don't know who it was supposed to be going to.
Actually, I don't know who he thought it was going to.
No. So how do you penalise a bloke they know it's going to? I can't even see he's got the ball yet.
Ludbrook?
No, is that for Mullen? With the ball. So big long kick. Doesn't matter. It's missed off to the right-hand side. Is it Ludbrook? I think it is Ludbrook, mate. Number 1. So 3-11 now to the Belmont Lions. 7-3 to Thompson. So Baldy coming back in again. Up big up and under by Lynch. Ball, pack flies. Ball hits the ground. Hacked out of mid-air by Evans. Didn't do much at all. Ends up back in the pack where they are now. Umpire said there's a push.
What happened to that rule about staying in the coach's box?
This is Paul Lynch you're talking about, mate. You know what he likes. So free kick to Thompson now. Trav Maguire with ball in hand. Again, Grubby been very good through the middle. Drives the ball long down the line, looking for Boyd, but the ball finds its way out of bounds.
On the full.
Yep, and we'll have a free kick. So Wilson with the ball in hand, those bright orange boots, doesn't matter where he is. That side of the ground, he's still easy to tell who it is. Wilson now plays on Knight, comes at him from the side, done really well. Put the pressure on the kick, ball gets out the back. Kersey did try to spoil it, got enough on it to send it over the boundary line. We have gone 21 minutes to Grandy Cycling Sport. Thompson enjoying a 16-point lead here in the GDFNL Grand Final of 2024.
The ball, as we said, on the half-forward line. Belmont, again, they've done plenty of attacking, but they just can't find those 2 bigger sticks. The ball now with umpire thrown back in. Evans doing the ruck work, takes it out of the ruck contest, is tackled immediately, and again brought to ground. Umpire will have to come in and ball it up once again.
So, Grub, I don't see, if you want to clear the pack, what is the point of doing that?
I don't know.
Belt the ball forward. If that far in front, belt the ball forward or belt it back.
All the other sides seem to have just done the same. They don't know what to do.
So the ball now is from that contest. Again, Evans has it once again. And again, umpire said it's not going to come out too quickly, so we're going to have it back once again. Thrown up. Boy doing the ruck work. This time he taps it out of the contest. Picked up by Sheriff. Got the handball back into where the ball came from. Needs to clear that area. Plant had it, I think. Dropped the ball outside, but again forced back over the boundary line. So this time we'll have a throw-in rather than a ball up.
So those listeners at home, Leopold 7-11-53 leading St Joseph's 5-5-35.
Wow, they've come from the clouds.
23 minutes into the third quarter.
They were gone, Leopold.
Well, 10 points down when we were in there at half-time, I
More
think.
than
3 goals up.
Wow.
So ball thrown back in, must have the breeze, so I think St Joey's kicking with it in the last, maybe. Ball comes out of that contest, again picked up by Boyd, goes only about 10 metres, tried to pick the ball up there, was Logan Mitchell. He forced his way through, got it to Plant, I think, and he just put boot to ball, goes out towards centre wing, and Darcy Troop takes a mark. Where are the runners? That's what he needs. He's going to go short and up over the top, and we'll find his partner in crime, and Knight has taken the mark. So, again, forward of the ball, he's going to go looking towards McLeod, and in front, Mark has been taken out there this time, Smets. He's going to play on. He's got Mitchie Hodgson out the back, one-on-one contest. Mitchie, you get the ball to ground. He did that nicely. Needs support. McLeod comes in, and the ball is taken over the boundary line. We are going to have a throw-in.
Was that a free kick?
Nah. It's the contest, mate. Within 5 metres.
But he didn't have the footy.
He didn't have eyes for the ball either, Grub.
No. I don't see how you can miss that.
So the half-forward line, Thompson's attacking end. To be thrown back in by the umpire. Looks like Mitchell. I know, Troop's down there. Didn't see him. He does the ruck work. Taps it out. Evans. Now there's a free kick being given. Not too sure what that was
It
for.
should go to Troop because Evans ran straight at him without eyes for the footy.
The Troop threw the knee up.
As I said, I'm not too sure what the free kick was for.
I know
McLeod comes
exactly
out,
what
mark
it was
not taken, picked up, handball goes back inside. I thought that was nicely trapped there by Plant, but it was end up in the hands of Sheriff. He goes back in the middle of the ground, and they've got numbers back there. Maguire could have been one of three that could have got that ball, but Maguire read that ball nicely. Needs to come out of the slop to kick the ball. Gets firm footing and kicks into their forward line. Knights up in front. Will be hard to stop. The ball comes out of that contest, though. McNamara has it. Handballs, bows outside. Goes towards Mitchell. Mitchell now picks the ball up. Goes into the centre wing position. And the mark has been taken out there by Evans. He's not wasting any time. He wants to go long, and that's what he's done. Gee, that's a long kick going forward. Ball bounces. How will it bounce? It's going to be in Lynch's favour, although he can't pick the ball up yet. He's got some work to do now. Opposition arrive, and it's underneath the pack, and again the umpire will be back in and taking possession of it.
I'm going to defend the umpire out. Evans just ran straight at him in the ruck with eyes not even on the footy.
No, fair enough.
So it had to be a free. And I could see it because I was watching it on tally.
And he paid it.
Yep.
Now the umpire's circling here. The umpire's called the play on. The ball comes out of there. Freeman has it. Kicks back. Picked up by Smetch. Once again, got the handball outside the Kerslake. Onto Hodgson. Hodgson just puts boot to ball. Had no other option there. Ball bounces. Going to be picked up there. And the ball will go back towards centre wing. Hodgson tried to make a contest in there. Picked up by Vermeulen. Got the handball away to Ludbrock. He's taken in a tackle.
No
and again, some tough stuff.
Well, Lynchy is in the box, actually. He's in the commentary box.
Maybe we could interview him while he's talking.
Yeah.
So the ball back with the umpire once again. Thrown up. Lucas Boyd doing the ruck work. Now, I heard a whistle, but that must have been from the netball, was it?
Netball.
So they picked up, this time Wilson. There's a free kick being given. It's going to go to the Lions, but I'm not too sure who it was. It must be
It's a
Hootsma,
big
is it?
bloke, Hootsma.
Jack Evans, is it? Oh, Hootsma.
It's either Hootsma or Evans, one of the two.
Evans.
Oh, no, it's going to be Evans, yes. Hootsma just standing back behind the contest. So, Evans with the ball. This is Jack. He's going to go long into their forward line. Mark looked to have been uncontested, then was knocked over McNamara. The ball comes out, back into the hands of Freeman. His kick not too great coming out of that contest, but it might end up favourable for them. Picked up by Donoghue, goes to Mitchell. Mitchell got the ball out into the hands, or went towards Troop. He tried to pick the ball up, lost it. Hodgson had it, got the handball away. So some more work still to be done. Geez, he's clean below his knees, this bloke. And he picks the ball up, and I'm talking about Billy Smets, and goes forward, and the mark has been taken out there by Knight. So he's got players further afield. He's looking to go long. Plants trying to get out the back. Oh, I tell you what, that's a great kick if it gets to him. It has. He picks the ball up. Time, space. Kick wasn't great off the boot. Still alive. Goes to the goal square. Cam picks it up. Gets around Mitchell. Swings back. And has kicked the goal. So Jordan Cam has his first of the afternoon. The 8th for the Thompson side. They are 8-3. They lead Belmont Lions on 3 goals 11. We have ticked over 26 and a half minutes to Granny Stock and Sports third quarter scoreboard.
It's unreal, isn't it? The wind, well, luckily we haven't had any rain much in this game, but the wind, the conditions, but blokes are fumbling, they're not kicking it that well, and all of a sudden there's a bloke come along named Billy Smets, and he picks it up. Absolutely beautiful. One grab, takes 2 steps, and he's done what no other player can do today. He's got himself 5 metres. The ball comes in. I thought Planty was going to mark it, but obviously he got tackled. But, look, I think this could be over.
So ball in the air again now. Hootsma versus Boyd. Boyd tried to hack it out of mid-air. Not successful out of the mud. Wrapped up. Not going anywhere. We'll have a ball up. Hopefully the umpire uses his brains and brings it out about 2 metres this way, Dale.
That would be a smart thing to do, Spider, I would think.
Yeah, and
he
appears to have done that, so well done. So the ball in the air now. Boyd and the Hootsma wrestle. Neither get an effective touch. Boyd keeps coming through Maguire now. Free kick paid to Belmont there to Wilson. Held without possession of the ball. So Wilson now just cleaning a bit of mud off the ball. I don't think you can waste that sort of time, can you? Just kick it long.
He just doesn't want to get the mud on his orange boots, Spider.
Yeah, fair enough. So Wilson goes long down the line, looking for and not finding Vermeulen. He couldn't quite take the mark. Mitchell runs through, picks it up, and has kicked the goal. So Brad Mitchell has his second, has the 4th for Belmont. They moved to 4:11:35, but still trailing Thompson 8-3. 51. We have gone 28 minutes to Granny Cycling Sport, third quarter.
It's probably a bit of a like for like, isn't he? Because I think the player with the most class in the Belmont Lions lineup is Mitchell.
Yeah.
And he was able to run out and give himself some space and give him time to steady and kick. And that's what most people haven't been able to do today. But by geez, they've got to kick 3 more. in what, couple of
A
minutes?
minute. It's like 29 minutes, of course, first two have gone.
They can't do that.
So
No,
ball back with the umpire in the middle, as we said. Boyd doing the ruck work, but caps it down, picked up out there. Thompson tried to clear it away. Thompson. Murdoch tried to clear it away, but he was tackled and brought to ground. And the umpire will take possession of it once again. So it's thrown back up very quickly. Ball hits the ground. And again, just a boot off the ground might have been half worth a try. Allett, he just puts boot to ball, moves the ball forward to Wiley, takes the ball, tackled by Kerslake, got the handball away. Umpire gave him plenty of time.
He did.
Knight from behind the ball. He's asked to pick the ball up, got the handball away, went over Sheedy's head, picked up by Allett. He needs to do the same thing.
Tackle.
He missed the ball.
Good tackle.
And good tackle there, Jackson Sheedy. He will be rewarded with that free kick. So Sheedy's just on defensive side of centre wing for the Thompson side. So he's looking to get the ball into their half-forward line. He goes down the line. Troop comes up and
Good
strong
hands.
hands takes the mark. So Troop now
Cramping up.
takes his time to get to his feet.
Take your time, son.
Have a shot.
He's going to go long. Don't worry about that. How it comes off, we'll soon find out. That's not a bad kick going forward. Hoochmar's in front and an easy, uncontested mark taken by Hoochmar. So some time still maybe to fill one more. It's ticked over 30 minutes. He's going to have to get the ball moving. He's in no hurry. Goes out the back towards Eddie. Eddie will load up and go long. Back towards this centre wing coming across. Sheedy's up and the
that's
ball
a
comes
free
to the ground.
kick.
Allett's there. He can't take clean possession. And an umpire will come in this time and take possession of it.
They give him a hug. See that? That's what I'm talking about. Big Troopy then decided he pushed and shoved with Allett and he just give him a hug and ran away. That's discipline. He's got it in his game today.
So the ball thrown up this time and Boyd taps the ball out, goes to Wilson. He is tackled straight away. Hennessy lays that tackle.
I'll tell you what, though, if he sees it on the video, he'll be dirty on himself.
Tinder profile.
So again, ball up. Hoochmar this time taps it clear of the contest. Picked up Logan Mitchell, goes over the top to Hennessy. Put him under a little bit of pressure. Didn't take the ball cleanly. And it's going to be taken there by Steele. But again, he is tackled and brought to ground. We've gone 31 minutes. Third quarter, it is 4-11 to the Belmont Lions. And Thompson are 8-3.
Rightio, ball in the air now. So Boyd versus Hootsman. Boyd just wins that one down. Thompson done well. Ended up with the ball in his hand. Could have been a free kick for too high. Allett comes through, picks it up, kicks the ball down the line and over the line. So Banjolo throw in here in front of the social rooms. 31.5. Gone. Longer quarter. Mitchie Hodgson falls over as he's come back on the ground.
Is that keen? He fell over.
Yep, so
Trying to
ball
get out
thrown
there.
in now. Boyd and Hootsman. Boyd just taps the ball straight down towards Knight, but Wilson come running through beautifully, kicks the ball long down towards Evans. Of course, Saligan gets the fist. Who's going to be the first in the race to the ball? Freeman looking there, but the Banjo line beats everybody. Banjo line thrown about 25 metres round from the Belmont goal. Might be time, might not, but if there is, they really need one now, Grub, to make it 10 points at three-quarter time.
I still don't think that's enough.
No,
I really
not the way
don't.
the game's been played, I don't think it is either, mate. Anyway, ball to come back in now.
Unless the Breeze does a 360 or a 180.
Well, that's right. Johnny Mitchell reckon it happened the other week. Thompson only had to win for one quarter.
There's the siren. So, three-quarter time. Belmont Lions, 4:11:35, trailing Thompson, 8-3-51. Dale, can we have some goal kickers, please?
Yes, Mitchell for the Belmont Lions has 2, along with Allett and Marnie for 1. And for the Thompson side, 3 to Darcy Troop, 2 each to Hodgson and Knight, and 1 to Jordan Cam. So it is 8-3 to 4-11 at the three-quarter time break. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.
Andrew? And welcome back to our listeners on 94.7 The Pulse and our viewers who are streaming us live on the GDFNL YouTube channel. 16 points the margin here at three-quarter time. Thompson, we're kicking with the aid of the breeze, but we've seen goals can be kicked against it. Grub, what have Belmont got to do apart from kick goals?
Well, that's it. That's it.
There's no stoppage.
They've just got to kick goals. They've got to come out this side. They've got to run. They've got to run and keep running against it. But then they have to defend. They can't go all attack because if Thompson kick, well, I reckon they've got enough now, but if they happen to kick one or two early, then we can pull the shutters up and go home because they'll never come back from that. They can run the football well. They kicked a couple of goals against it a couple of times. They've got to kick straight. They've kicked themselves out of it. I honestly think on field it's been pretty close. But Thompson have finished absolutely brilliantly, and Belmont's finishing today has been abysmal.
15 scoring shots to 11, and they're behind by 16 points.
And have to play against the win in the last quarter. So, you know, we saw it earlier today. We're seeing it again today. But look, bad kicking's bad football. Most of it you can attribute to the pressure that Thompson have put on them. And then, of course, a couple of times they've missed easy ones. And again, that's perceived pressure. They're under the pressure, and even on a straight edge kick, they think, oh, we're in trouble. So, look, I don't think they can come back. I really don't. And I think Thompson play this game. Well, they play better. The only thing in Belmont's favour is I think Thompson play better against the win. That's how many quarters is that in a row? 6?
Yeah, at least.
They've just played brilliant football against it and cut the supply and put the pressure on and make sure the side with the win doesn't kick goals. And that's...
And even outscored them.
Well, outscored them, yeah. Like, you know, I think everybody's got this perception. If you've got the win, you've got to kick the goals. But Thompson have gone the other way. They've said, well, if we're against the win, we're going to stop them.
3-1 to 2-6 that quarter.
Well, there
Thompson's
you go.
favour. So outscored them by a point all up, but
nowhere
kicked
near
3
the
goals.
shots,
Yeah.
you know. So, look, can you count Belmont out of it? Yeah, I think you can. I just can't see a side against the wind. First kicking a couple to get even and then breaking away without Thompson kicking a goal. I can't see that, especially with Smeds in the middle, getting it out, Knight down there. Troop's playing a pretty good. Matter of fact, this is the best game I've seen Troopy play, and he might even feature in my votes, Troop. But they've only got to kick probably one, and then I think the dam will break. I think Thompson are almost across the line.
Yeah, fair enough too, mate. I just struggle with 11-4 to 8-3, you know, she's game on, but it's not. It's 4-11. As simple as that. So you're right, bad kicking's bad football. Fantastic crowd here today, gents. Big turnout for the day.
Well, at one stage, Werribee Centrals bought 220 slabs and were out by half time.
Lizzie would have drank all them.
Would have been trying to find the nearest Dan Murphy's or...
Well, that's there. They had to go and find some.
Up the road here, Premix King would have done it well.
But 220 slabs and all out by half time. So
and it was Leopold 62, St Joseph's 35. And we have now travelled 1 minute 26 into the last quarter.
Well, I did speak to Jason a couple of weeks ago, and he thought that Leopold would go straight through, so...
Anyway, we're about to get the final quarter away. The final quarter for season 2024 of the GDFNL football netball season about to get underway. Grand final up for grabs. 16-point leaders Thompson. Away we go, Dale.
Yes, umpire has ball. We're just waiting for our players or some spectators to get on the other side of the fence, which that is not too far away now.
Oh, there's a gate there.
Don't even have to jump it here, just walk through the gate. So here it is, final quarter for the final 2024 season. Ball thrown up in the middle of the ground, comes down, and it's going to be cleared away. Mitchell tried to get the ball out. He couldn't do so, diving on top of it. Inside there was Maguire. He's rolling around the mud, and he will get to his feet. Umpire will have the ball back, and it'll probably weigh twice as heavy as it did before, I would think. Throws it up. It's not red anymore. It's chocolate brown. Ball kicked off the ground there by Mitchell, so that might drop a bit of it off. Goes into the half-forward line. Smith's clean again. Picks the ball up, but he is tackled immediately, and he will hand the ball back to the umpire. Doing the right thing by the umpire here. He's cleaning the ball off for him.
He'd be clean on ice, wouldn't he? Unbelievable.
The ball now thrown up once again. Ruck contest. Tootsmar ball comes out of that contest. Mitchell of the Belmont Lions picks the ball up and he goes back into their half-forward line. Coming out, shoot. He got hand to ball. And he's just taken the bit of a knock there.
I only hurt his hand when he punched that ball, mate, because it sort of got the side on.
Don't think so. He's up and running, though. Just took the wind out of him, I think.
Wind out of the sails.
Yeah, took a big deep breath. Cam takes the ball down out of that contest, goes to Marnie. Marnie on hands and knees. He did keep the ball alive. Hoosmar also did so. They're doing the right thing, the Belmont Lions. They're getting the ball running their way, but it is Freeman coming in, picking the ball up, kicks round the body on his right foot, goes back towards centre wing. Couldn't be picked up by Thompson. Sheedy was tackled, ball comes out, Cam handballs up, goes into the hands of McNamara, into the hands of Eddie. They're going to put everything into it. Ball did come out in that tackle, and a free kick will go to Mitchy Hodgson. So Hodgson now with the ball on centre wing has options a little bit wider. He's going to use the first one of them. I think it's Hannessy out there by himself. It is. And he is right on centre wing. Clubroom side of the ground. Changed sides today. I'm not too sure what the excuse was there, but
moved house.
Yeah, maybe the wind factor maybe just a little bit different. So he's now picking the ball up and going long into their forward line. Ball out the back, not going to be marked. It's picked up out there. Knight got the handball away, went after the ball himself, went back towards the boundary line, goes over. We'll have a throw in on the half forward line. So just in front of the where the old scoreboard was actually.
Yes, it's still there.
What is it now? Is it a timekeeper's box? Or
That's what it was. Yeah, I don't know what they use it for.
Will be a coach's box or something. But anyway, it's a long way from there to the other end of the ground if they're looking for a coach's box. But ball is to be about to be thrown back in. And
short throw.
Umpire's going to ask for it back again, I think. Slipped out of the hand, maybe.
Belmont Lions marquee right in front of it, mate. That's what it is.
Billy Smith does the right thing and hands the ball back to her. She's going to wipe a bit more of the dirt off. Sets herself once again. Got a good routine there, Grub. Ball thrown back in. From the ruck contest, it comes out. Handball goes back towards Smets. Gets in and out of trouble. Loads up. Goes back towards goal. Goes back towards goal. Billy Smets. That is a way to start the final quarter. He gets his first of the afternoon, then the ninth for the Thompson side. They're 9-3. Belmont Lions are 4-11. And we have gone... I was going to say just over 2 minutes, but my clock stopped, so I better start
again. You didn't press start. That'd be wide, Dale.
Every week.
Every week.
Every week he does something with that
clock. He couldn't. We've gone 3.5, mate. There you go. Clock's back up on the TV.
Tell you what.
Oh, there we go. You're not far behind,
mate.
mate.
Had the wrong button on.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's okay.
Every single week. But I tell you what, is that class or is that absolute class? Say no more.
I can't. I can't add to that.
Smithy probably can.
Nah.
Back in the middle now, 22 points the margin. Evans back in the middle, and he's beaten for that one by Cam. Ball hits the ground. Ludbrook was going to pick it off the ground, but he didn't. Evans just comes in and bowls Maguire over. Can't pick the ball up, though. Stacks on the mill. Ball won't spill free. Umpire's coming. Evans gets a handball to Ludbrook. Ludbrook just feed it through. Going nowhere now. So we'll have another ball up. At least we're out of the mud. The umpire will have to back into it here, though. So Evans wins that one down. Going the wrong way. Plant comes through. Couldn't quite control it. Quick handball over the top there by Cam. Out in front of Donahue. But Thompson beats into it. Throws on the left boot. Goes long down the line. Ball heading towards the boundary line. That's where it goes. Boundary line throw in. True centre wing. Far side of the ground here. Judging the other quarter. So you're looking at 25 minutes left in this quarter. Thereabouts. Long way back from here. 4 goals to get in front. Grub into the wind.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
So ball to be thrown back in. Cam and Evans. Evans just pushes him out of the way and doesn't get a hand of the ball. Mitchell tried to come through, wrapped up straight away, and we will have a ball up. Thompson have had this game plan for 4 weeks. No one's been able to break it, and they're going to continue doing so. So the ball goes in the air again. Evans uses his body, but again doesn't get a hand to it. So the umpire's paid a shepherd, which I think is the correct decision.
Well, it's about time because he pushes someone in the ruck every time, and he's finally been nabbed.
He doesn't grab it.
You've got to go the football.
So Cam with a monster kick down the line puts Belmont inside 50 in front. Oh, it can't be a mark. Hit the feet.
Oh, the big men fly for the Ralphie's pie.
How can that be a mark? He's kicked it to himself.
He marked it, kicked it back to himself.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Boyd has the mark.
Mark of the day.
Mark of the day. So Boyd will be kicking from right on 50. Mark Taylor slips catch that one against the Poms. Here we go, coming in. Just chips it over the top, and he's kicked it to Thompson, and he has dropped the mark.
Beats me why he's done that.
Yeah, I don't know either. So the ball comes out wide now. Picked up, handball across to that man Mitchell. Mitchell looks inside with the right foot. Oh, lovely kick, finds Allett. Allett now just has to keep moving. Chips the ball in the middle again. So Belmont trying to do something now. Ball in the hands of Eddie. Eddie comes out wide here looking for McNamara. McNamara doesn't take the mark. Under all sorts of pressure now from Knight. Could be in trouble here. Is the umpire going to say no prior? Fair enough. No, fair enough.
The no prior didn't come into it. To me,
didn't try and get rid of it.
He dived on it. And then you have to get it out, which he didn't. It could well have gone against him.
Yep. So anyway, the ruckman converge. Evans wins that one down. Quickly over the top goes to Ludbrook. He's wrapped up by Plant immediately. Ball has advanced about 2 metres, and we'll have the same result. The umpire comes in to ball it up there. The umpires worked hard this final series. In the air now. Evans just knocks that one forward a bit, but it's tapped back. Falls in the hands of Cam. He turns on the right boot and just throws it on that. Goes down along into the forward line. Coming out there is Troop. He runs past the ball. Ball comes over the back. Picked up there by Charlie Donahue. And bang! Charlie Donahue puts the icing on the cake with his first for the day. The 10th now for Thompson. 10-3-63. Leading Belmont 4-11-35. 7.5 gone to connect to our final quarter scoreboard.
Well, as I said earlier, it's been reasonably close on field, but the first 7 or 8 minutes of this quarter, Thompson have just annihilated them. They've just done everything right. Yeah, they had a couple of bounces go their way early, but they've just done everything right. And at the moment, they are just blitzing them. They can't get the ball up. We hoped they would kick a couple of goals. I'm just hoping they can get into their 50 for a change because it's not coming in. They're too good, Thompson, today.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Once again, kicked out of the middle by Mitchell. Goes towards centre wing, picking the ball up and working through. There was Wilson on the left boot. Drives it back towards their centre half forward. Allett in front. Ball comes out of that contest. The wire from behind. Trapped by Sheedy. Picked up by Freeman. Goes back towards centre wing. And again, they run the ball through Steele. Steele goes across the ground. Good look. Didn't hit Mitchell, but he's able to go back and collect it. Wants to get back on his right foot. May have put himself under a little bit of pressure, but is good enough to sum up the situation and go forward once again. Ball out the back. Seligen just stands and waits and cleans up and goes sideways and has his teammate.
That'd be Hennessy, wouldn't it?
And he's just able to steady things down. So he goes in short to Thulburn. And he has now got the ball just inside their defensive 50. Goes towards centre wing. That wasn't a great kick off the boot. Evans up in front, and he will take the mark, the big fella. And he's going to go back and quickly, but the kick wasn't great. Donahue intercepts that ball, picks the ball up, got the handball away, put Della under a bit of pressure. Ball comes out of the contest, goes wide, but he's going back and winning again, that Maxi Della. Goes towards the centre wing, ball gets out the back, Troop. Didn't go after the first time, went back the second time and picked the ball up. 1-on-3 contest, holds things up, but unfortunately has been, he's got the tackle a little bit too high or incorrect there. Umpire comes in and says it's a free kick to the Belmont Lions. And getting off the ground is McNamara, so he's going to take the ball. I don't know whether he went back behind the mark.
Nowhere near the mark.
And unfortunately, he's kicked the ball out of bounds on the full, so we'll have the ball turn over, and it's going to go back to Sheedy. And just defensive side of centre wing. So again, he's wiping the ball and getting a bit of the muck off. I reckon we're about 5 minutes away from party time for the Thompson side.
I think it's party time now, Dale.
Sheedy has the ball and decides to go longer towards centre wing and over. Again, not coming out of that little contest. It's Hodgson, I think, that's got his head over the contest. He does come out the other side, but the umpire said, no, it's coming back to me. So we've gone 10 minutes in this final quarter. It is Thompson side 10-3, leading Belmont 4-11.
So ball in the air now. Evans just tries to belt that one forward, and Jack Evans kicks the ball off the ground. Picked up there, but spills free again, trying to barge through his big jet Evans. He's wrapped up, ball drops free, hatched it like an egg, but he's given the benefit of the doubt. And the umpire says, I'll have it. So true centre wing, far side of the ground here. 28 points the margin here, 63 to Thompson leads 35 to Belmont. 10.5 gone, connect our final quarter. Ball in the air. Neither ruckman win a really clear tap there. Belmont trying to move the ball forward through Jack Evans. Couldn't do so. Wraps up again. And away we go. The Belmont runner standing right in my way. The water boy standing right in my way here. So Evans tries to punch something out of the air. Can't do so.
Which he shouldn't be doing, by the
No,
way.
anyway, ball kick forward here by Thompson. Leading in the race is Mitchie Hodgson. Coming out the other way is Boyd. Ball comes off the foot of a Belmont player, goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary line throw in, 60 metres around from, or 65 metres round from the Thompson goal. So
I thought they were only supposed to go on to give a drink at a goal.
that's AFL, I think, mate.
Well, Neville said it was here too the other day.
Okay, well, anyway, ball thrown in now. Evans, that's a definite free kick and not paid.
See what I mean?
How can you not pay that?
That has to be.
3 umpires. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I don't know how they don't pay that. He's done it all day. Done it all year.
That could damage someone. He's going to try and do the same
that was
again.
a definite. That was
Yeah.
a moral.
Anyway, ball kick forward here. Thompson into attack again. Gets through the hands there. Leading the race, Belmont 3-on-1 here, 4-on. Mitchie Hodgson floating around. Couldn't quite do anything about it. Goes to McDonald, who kicks the ball to Evans. Jack Evans drives Belmont out wide. It's a nice looking kick, finds Mitchell. Mitchell now has to just keep moving the ball forward. He's got no one to go to at all. Lynch just patrolling that half-back line like he wants to. Goes long. Salah just reached over top. Free kick paid to Ben Evans for too high. Unfortunately, it did land in the hands of Chicken Lynch. But he's called back. Give the ball over to Evans now. Again, no one really to kick to, so he just chips it out wide. Not a great kick, but in the end, the mark has been taken again by Mitchell. Just slowing the ball down now. Waiting for options, just decides to drive long. Oh, that side might be an unrealistic attempt by Ben McPherson, I would have thought. And Saladin just stands his ground and says, I'll take the mark. But Kerslake plays on. Goes out wide to Maxi Dalla. So he'll just take as long as he wants out there, and he does so. Now Dalla goes long down the line. Kicks the ball to centre wing, gets over the back. Mark taken by Hootsma. So he just drives at Belmont back into attack. No real direction. Gets in front there. It's a fantastic grab taken by McPherson. McPherson now on that right foot. Looking for the strong lead. Goes in towards the Evan direction. Saladin with him the whole way. Bit of support there for Saladin. Thomson just hacks on the boot. Comes out towards the commentary box. Race is on now. Smets leads in it. Leading Vermeulen. Vermeulen's got support with Thompson. Thompson wrapped up by Smets. Going nowhere. Have a ball up right in front of the commentary box here. 13 and a half gone. Connect our final quarter. Ball in the air now. Evans knocks that one forward, only as far as the boundary line. So now the boundary line throw-in. Says that 13 and a half ticked over. Connect our final quarter. Still 28 points the margin here. So, ball to be thrown in. Evans and Cam. Cam wins that one down, but there's no one at front, so Cam goes and gets himself. Handballs over to Plant. Plant on the left foot. Could have been down the ground. The umpire has said so, and it is. So, McLeod now with the free kick. Swings around. That's 50 metres. Evans came in before it was... play on was called. Probably stiff there, Grub.
Well,
but you got to wait for it to be called.
He was a bit stiff because he saw him come around and he went to tackle him. But the umpire hasn't called play on.
No,
so he's got the right decision. Maybe the umpire could have called play on a touch quicker.
He's going to kick right foot or left foot here.
Well, let's see.
About to find out.
He's not looking forward to it, I don't think, either way.
Well, I don't think he really cares at this stage, does he?
Nah.
Well, I reckon if someone could be bothered running past for a handball, he'd give it off.
Well, anyway, kicking from about 40 here, Jacko.
Right
This will
foot.
really test him, I think, with that foot. But anyway, leaves the
that.
boot. This could be the one. And it is. Jackson McLeod has his first. Has the 11th now for Thompson. 11-9-69. Belmont 4-11-35. We have gone 15 minutes. Connect our final quarter.
Oh, Jacko, you asked what foot he was going to kick with. He's been kicking with his left foot most of the day. And I reckon it's gone through his mind. Nah, if I can kick this last goal and get a bit of glory and throw the arms about, I most definitely will. Because he hasn't played the last two finals quite as good as he played the first two. And I still think he's carrying that foot. But, by gee, a beautiful kick, beautiful goal. And they've just proved in this final series that they're just too good for all comers.
So we are back in the middle of the ground. Evans doing the ruck work, but Cam gets the ball down, goes back to Cam once again, and he boots the ball back into their half-forward line, races on once again. Players on the chase out there, but the boundary line will win, and the ball goes over the boundary line, and we'll have a throw in right on the centre of the arc on the forward 50. Umpire with ball in hand to restart it. Troop now pushing up, doing their work with Evans. Ball gets out the back. Troop takes it. There's a free kick.
It's going to Troopy by the look of it.
A bit bamboozled as well. Troopy's loaded up and gone long. I tell you what, that's come off the boot okay. Mark not taken down there, but the ball is now transferred from the full back line out towards the half back. Vermeulen up over the top. Didn't read that nicely. I tell you what, he's in a bit of trouble here.
He hasn't moved.
I reckon it was his leg. I think, when he came down.
He's getting up on all fours, so...
No, he's right. He's up.
He took the wind out of himself.
Yeah, might have been just the wind.
I think he saw Lizzie coming, thought getting up.
Oh, wow.
That'll be replayed a couple of times.
I'm going to send that to Lizzie.
I made sure she gave us some lollies first, though.
So Freeman now with the ball, and again just outside his range here. Will he take the man on the mark? I'm not too sure here. He's going to get a bit of momentum up. Gives himself an arc, kicks long. It will land in the square. Mark required. Out the back. Oh, picks up. And Maguire. Maguire has got his first of the afternoon and the 12th now for Thompson. Well, party time not started, but it is now. It's 12-3 Thompson. They lead the Belmont Lions 4 goals 11. We have gone almost 18 minutes. Connect Tell, final quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, look, I just think it's important that Belmont fighting the game out. I think we saw a game here where we didn't. And I think people cast aspersions on it. And it's very easy to say, oh, well, that's the season over. There's no percentage. There's no more points. And we can't win. But I think it's important for their young blokes and their development and for their coaches to make sure that they just fight it right out. It doesn't matter what happens on the scoreboard now, but just fight it out in play. And I think that'll be a big bonus for next year to say, well, look, we're on track. We're not far away. We've got to keep going.
Ball back in the middle now. Cam and Evans. Cam wins that one down. Plant comes through. Feeds the handball out wide, does it well to Freeman. Freeman just throws on the boot nice and quickly. Mitchell underneath it takes a mark. It's been sensational again, hasn't he?
Oh, jeez. He should have the sore foot.
Anyway, Brad Mitchell now takes on Jordan Cam and keeps running, drives the ball long. Again, there's no one home. Kersley puts a hand up, brings the ball to ground. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Anyway, Wood comes out, throws the ball in the air. Saligan just takes, that's barely gone 15, but Saligan just takes the mark, throws the ball on the foot, quickly head out towards Sheedy. Not a great kick. Sheedy's given away the free kick. To that man again, is it? No, it's Thompson this time. So Thompson goes down the line, and not a great kick again. Chopped off, touched off the boot apparently. So we'll have a ball up just outside the attacking 54 Belmont. So Jordan Cam's made his way over, and so was Wood. So Cam versus Wood. Cam just uses his body, pushes Wood out of the way, kicks it long down the line. Mark is taken. So Billy Smets with the ball in hand now, chips the ball out wide. Keep running here, and they will. Another one over the top here down the line, looking for in the Troop direction. Troop was caught behind, but done well. Wrapped up tackle, ball not going anywhere. So we'll have a ball up. Right, the ball went over the line, so we'll have a boundary throw in there, shall we?
Looks like Richie Hodgson's wife's got the kids for a few days.
I'd say so.
I think.
Say so. Ball to be thrown in now. Hootsman down there to do ruck work. He wins a tap down. Going nowhere now. Once the ball hits the deck, they're all over it. Maguire does well. Tried to feed the handball out, didn't. Umpire said it's a free kick to Belmont for a hold. And the ball will go to Wilson. Wilson now. Players have completely stopped running. Where's he going to go? He's coming right across the face of goal. About the only option he had, find Sheriff. So Sheriff now has Jared running for him, but he ignores that one. He's got Jennings down the middle. The ball, not a great kick off the boot. Works its way through one. Evans picks it up now. It's dropped up by Kersley, but good enough to get a quick foot to the ball. Sheedy leads in the race here. Coming in to help Freeman, trying to hack it out of midair. Didn't succeed. Anyway, he still fights for it. Picks it up now. He's wrapped up in a tackle, about to be brought to ground. And we'll have a ball up. 20 and a half gone. Connectel. He might have copped one where Mitchie should have put away their grub.
Yeah.
So, ball in the air now. Cam and Hootsman. Cam wins that one down quite comfortably. It goes to Hannessy. Hannessy picks the ball up. wrapped up in a tackle, not going anywhere. The umpire says, I'll have that one, thank you. We're getting into serious junk time now with a 40-point ball game. Ball thrown in the air now. Cam uses his body, doesn't get a real effective tap, falls in the hands of Ludbrook. Ludbrook tackled and dispossessed. Knight, here he comes. Just looks long down the line. Nice looking kick there. Boyd puts the hands up, can't take the mark. Hits the ground. Jennings has it, feeds it out wide. Quick kick down the line, finds Ludbrook. Ludbrook picks it up, goes the handball back. Quick tap on there. Jack Evans just off the ground into the middle of 3 Thompson players who nearly made a meal of it. Kerslake now has it, feeds a handball over to Mitchell. Mitchell goes out wide to Cam. He keeps moving, just kicks the ball down the line, finds McLeod. McLeod goes back to Cam. Cam unloads the torpedo and has just missed. So Jordan Cam has 1-1 on the afternoon. Thompson moved to 12-4, leading Belmont 4-11, and we have gone nearly 22 minutes. Connect our final quarter.
The ball now in the fullback position, and the only way now is straight up the middle. If you're going to go somewhere, go long and go long. He's going to do that now out towards. He's going to go long and long.
Go long and go home.
Go home, I was going to say. Yep, McNamara picks the ball up, got the handball back inside. Wiley put under a bit of pressure. He's taken over the boundary line, and we were going to have a throw-in which will take place. So just the ball now.
Oh, I reckon just, mate.
Maybe Lates.
So umpire with ball in hand. Cam doing ruck work, and Hoochmar also down there. Ball comes out the back. McLeod read that nicely out of the contest on the left boot, back into the forward line. And Knight comes out, and he takes the mark. And go back and look at his third for the afternoon. Jacob Knight.
Well, straight kick here might just finish off his day too.
Yes, well, he's done very nicely all final series, to be honest.
Has he ever? Has he ever? He is a class player.
Yep.
This is the easiest of his shots too, so we will put the mock on him here.
Oh, good on you, Smithy. Poor bloke just wants to get 3 in the grand final.
Well, here he is. He shouldn't miss from this point here, and he is not going to let himself down. He has done exactly that, straight over the umpire's head. The 13th goal now for Thompson. They're 13 goals 4. They lead the Belmont Lions 4 goals 11, 23 gone. Connectel final quarter scoreboard.
You know, there's another move that I've picked up by Lynch, which I think is an absolute masterclass. For the whole season, but for the whole final series, Salajan's been that loose man type thing that just reads everything, and we all reckon they had to have a plan for him. And maybe Belmont did have a plan for him, but Lynch had other ideas. They didn't have anybody really to cover one of the most dangerous forwards in the comp in Ben Evans. So he said, well, they might be a wake-up to the way Salajan plays. He goes back there, and Evans really, has he kicked any goals?
Hasn't been near it.
I don't think he has a kick.
So Cam wins that one down. Speaking of Evans, as Jack picks it up, gets a handball out, he's going to get a free kick, but advantage is paid. Ball lands in the hands of Eddie now. Eddie runs, looking long towards that contest you was talking about. The ball drops short, Wood comes across and takes a mark. President Jack are looking very happy. So, Jake Wood will be kicking from, you'd think, right on 50.
I think, and I don't like, and I'm not having a go at the boy, but I just think he needed to take a few marks early.
Yep.
And he just couldn't do it. He was just outpointed.
So, in comes Wood. Hits the 50-metre line, kicks a nice long drop punt. It's going to fall short into the square, flying at the pack, but can't take the mark there. Wrapped up straight away, not going anywhere, and we'll have a ball up about 10 metres out from the Belmont goal, who have only been inside forward 50 a handful of times in this last quarter. They need to go in there a lot more. Ball in the air now. Grabbed by Ben Evans. He's trying to break free. Throws on the left boot. That could have been dropping the ball, but not paid. Mitchell fires a handball out to Wiley. Wiley tries to go out to Mitchell. Ball now in dispute. Kicked off the ground there by Mowat. Comes there long down the line. McLeod overruns it. Jennings done really well to get round 1, then round 2. Throws on the boot.
They are everywhere.
And
Jordan Cam's caught one now on play too. He's got a bit of a hip injury, I think.
Has he? Might have been that marking contest down there. So, long down the line now. Players about to fly. Ball gets over the back. Belmont players everywhere here. They've finally picked it up there. Handball out by McDonald, but puts team under pressure.
You're right. That leg's no good. It is no good.
But he won't come off. Oh, no, he's coming off. Hey? Yeah, Cam's got one there. You're right. So in the air now. One down by Hootsma, picked up there by Ludbrook. Ludbrook feeds a handball back to Thompson. Thompson now with time. Drives forward. Wiley in front. Can't take the mark. Ball spills free. Wrapped up there by Plant. Gets a handball over. Chopped off by Donahue. Donahue kicks one long. Players running onto it. First one there is Tholburn. Tholburn still keeps a straight line. It's a 2-on-1 contest here. Well done there by McNamara. Feeds a handball out wide. Driven out wide now, taken there. Eddie now on the left foot, goes long down the line looking for Wilson. Wilson takes the mark, true centre wing here. Has one bounce, has a second bounce. Miles have a third or fourth because no one's coming at him. Ball driven long now. In front there was Kerslake, but Mitchell was there on that left boot.
Hello, Jane.
I don't need to say it, do I? So that player who now should not be named has decided to kick the ball over top and finds Donahue, who again has been very, very good. So Donahue just goes back now to Lynch. Lynch will find a short target somewhere because they're not manning up, and he does so. And over the top we find Maxi Della, almost in front of the Thompson coach's box here. So Della now comes long down the line and finds Knight, who...
Oh, he tried to punch it at me. He tried to punch it at me.
I would have too. He's copped a spectator in the face. She's going over, check she's all right. Oh no, 90. So probably could have marked that, but I think he's trying to punch it into the commentary box at you, Grubber.
No, that bloke over there's been at him all day.
Yeah, fair enough too. Thompson supporter as well. Anyway, ball thrown in now. It's in the air, so Boyd wins that down. Ludbrook comes through, wrapped up in a Plant tackle, not going anywhere. I think any doubts about Planty's shoulder, Grub, have probably dissipated with the way he's tackled all day.
He looked struggling early, but my worry was his back. Because obviously he was tested, he was all right, but one knock early, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah,
especially the way he plays the game at the bottom of the pack all day. But he's got through, and he's got through well.
So ball in the air, tapped down there by Boyd. Ludbrook wrapped up in a tackle again, trying to just hand the ball over. Maxi Della a little bit sore now. Might feel the thing at about 7 o'clock tonight. I'll give you the tip. So the ball in the air now. Boyd wins that one down. Going nowhere, and Thompson are happy to do this, the 28-minute mark of the last quarter with a comfortable 47-point advantage.
I think Belmont are quite happy with it too now.
Well, there should be a mercy rule, shouldn't there?
I reckon that's exactly what I was going to say, Spike. At this stage of the game.
Well, all that's going to happen now is someone's going to get hurt. That's all that's going to happen now.
Yeah,
call the game.
But it's got to go the distance.
It does not have to. Call it off.
It's got to go the distance.
Call it off. Anyway, ball in the air. Boyd wins that one down again, only as far as Wilson.
Points.
47, mate.
Yeah, but I had him for 42 points on the...
Oh, did you? On the tote?
On the tote, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. D. Smith, best on. So ball in the air now. Hootsman wins that one down over top, down to Thompson. Thompson is quick forward to McPherson, who is wrapped up without the ball. Paines, can you stop texting me, mate? I'm trying to call the footy. Anyway, comes back to McPherson.
One of his mates.
Anyway, Ben McPherson now. Drives the ball long, straight over the head of his skipper and Jack Evans, but it gets through everybody now. Freeman even leaves it behind. Comes over to Mitchell, who can't even pick it up, so must be getting tired of the day.
Gone.
But the other Mitchell did.
Mitchell.
He goes out to Donahue. Donahue goes the barrel. I don't know what you call it, but he could be pinned for deliberate here, I reckon. Yes, he has been. Let's hope that's the last free kick paid for the year, Grub. A deliberate free kick.
Well, I think it
That'd
will
make you happy.
I think it will be.
That'd make you so happy. Jack Evans now. Drives the ball long in the wood direction. He nearly brings that one down. Hits the deck. Donahue comes in. Can't pick it up. He's got support now. Lynch has come through. Anyway, must be nearly siren time. Surely there's a bit of theatre over there in there by now, Dale. Ball in the air again. Tap down. Coming through there is Marnie. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Going absolutely nowhere. And at the 30-minute mark of the final quarter of the GDFNL season, ball in the air. 25 out for the Belmont goal. Ben Evans wins that one down. Doesn't go into particular plans there. Feeds a handball out the back. Knew exactly what he was doing. Quick kick there forward towards the troop direction. He just lets it go. McDonald punches the ball away. Runs to Steele. Steele on that left boot. Drives the ball along in the Mitchell direction. Coming out top with Sheedy. Done really well there, Sheedy. Goes back fighting for the ball now. Picks up, runs out, gives the ball to Hodgson. Hodgson goes long down the line. Oh, a lovely kick that is too. So Thomson goes out wide again to Troop. Troop will just sink the slipper in the Knight direction. That's a great kick too by Troop. Knight takes the mark, turns around, plays on, has a bounce, has a second bounce. And
What was
I
that?
have no idea what he's done
out
there.
on his feet.
He's gone the banana, but it hasn't come off. Anyway, he's gone the other side. Maxi Della done well. Picks the ball up, screws it round. Who's there? Anyone a chance? Knight gets to the front. Can't quite take the mark. At the back is Smeds. Feeds a handball back to Leighton Thomson, who has missed it. So the closing stages see 13-5 now to Thompson, 4-11 to Belmont. Siren surely cannot be far away.
And I tell you what, before we do a summary, before we go to a break, you better do your votes.
Yep.
Because they want it for the medal.
Yeah, well, they can let us know at the start of the game.
They did.
They didn't let me know. They must let you know, did
They
they?
let me know. They don't.
I know, mate. We do it every year anyway.
They don't need to let the underlings know, mate. Don't worry about that.
So
Who?
the underlings.
What's that envelope?
That's the reserves best of Ferris.
Who done
Best
that?
on.
Yeah,
That was
I
the
think-
twos. They did that. The commentators did that. Anyway, the players are starting to get very, very boring out here now. Nothing actually
Voucher in
happening.
there, Grub. You can have that.
We have a free kick.
I got 17 of them in my car. Did they leave the voucher in there or not?
Yeah.
Free kick going to Evans. He just drives the ball across and has done nothing but hit Darcy Troop flat on the chest. That probably sums up the day Belmont have had. I reckon Darcy Troop's a fair chance to kick this one after the siren, or will he stick the ball up his jumper and take it home with him if the siren goes as he's coming in. So Troop now. There it is. He's going to kick it anyway, and Darcy Troop finishes off the season with 4 goals.
Oh, jeez.
Good old Thompson, mighty Thompson, and our spirit is of old. For we always stick together for the purple and the gold. What a grand team, what a swell team. Yes, we are the Thompson Club. Kick the ball right through the middle, then we'll all head for the club. Good old Thompson, mighty Thompson, and our spirit is of old. For we always stick together for the purple and the gold. What a grand team, what a swell team. Yes, we are the Thompson Club. Kick the ball right through the middle, then we'll all head for the club. As you all know, we are the Triers, and our spirits never sag. And it won't be for lack of trying that we win the Premiership flag.
Owen, Knight, Mitchell, Sullivan.
You can't give it to them.
get you act in the gear. Or is it gear into act?
You there, mate? We're here, Steelo. 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 Steelo, you there, mate? All right, we're back on air here. Thompson, obviously, as Steelo just mentioned, 14-5-89, beating Belmont Lions 4-11-35. Wow. Apart from Mitch on hashtag this morning, Grob, I don't think you haven't seen that coming, but I won't ask for your response now because you're hiding over there trying to find the Hotham Player of the Day awards, which we will say has been really, really hard today. A few players played in Patchesdale. There's some really good play in different areas. Players from both sides. Probably one standout player from Belmont, who 4 quarters. Thompson, as I said, the spread of players was interesting, and they all did their part, didn't they?
Yeah, look, it was, they've done it the whole finals campaign, Spy. They've just been able to manufacture ways, and especially, with the conditions they've had to put up with, to be able to play in those conditions, especially defensively, when they needed to. They were great. They did it again today. They really shut the Belmont Lions down. They never gave them an opportunity. Obviously, Belmont didn't help their cause with their cooking.
What's their what?
Cooking. They might as well have been cooking. As I said, they didn't kick well today. And as I said, they'll be disappointed in that. As I said, they've had pretty much the same sort of scoring shots and to be beaten pretty resoundly in the end. But look, that's part of football. And as I said, and most people you talk to will say that good kicking wins your games of football, and that's what's been able to be achieved this afternoon. So they thoroughly deserved that this afternoon, and they've deserved it really, all the way through the final series. Been able to manufacture wins and perform at their very, very best when you need to, and that's a credit to them. So we talk about good players for the side. You get a pretty even performance from the Thompson side today. Everybody had to do their little bit, and that's what they've been able to do. And good sides are able to do that. Darcy Troop ended up with 4 goals. Knight with 3. Jacko McLeod finished off. Maguire was good again today, playing through the middle of the ground. As I said, one of our better defenders in previous years. Billy Smets, for his cleanness around the ground, was also very good. Charlie Donoghue. Jordan Cam in the ruck most of the day. Had a bit of a cutout from Darcy Troop at some stage, and also Lucas Boyd. He probably didn't have the impact I thought he would have had today. So, look, it's an interesting situation, but as I said, the other side, they had some players that were competitive, but really, other than Brad Mitchell, nothing really stood out for me. So, he's played a pretty good. Braden Eddy was pretty good off the half-back line. Brock Marnie showed glimpses of what a young kid
Thompson
can do.
over here. Thanks for the
it's going to be
presentation.
very, very interesting to see what happens.
No, they haven't got our vote yet, but...
Toothy did come across. He's probably going to give it to D. Smith. He won't know who.
Oh, no. Please tell him he doesn't give it to D. Smith. Oh, God. Oh, God. Anyway. Presentation's about to get underway here. These are going to be live on air, so they'll hear it all. Everyone will hear it. Fantastic. All right, we'll wait till I get this underway, but a fantastic result here for the Thompson footy. As I said, they've been in 4 of the last 5 grand finals. That now makes it 2-2. Belmont will be disappointed, but it is the 2nd grand final in the club's history. So
we'll start off with a presentation for the umpires.
Here we go.
Congratulations, guys, from the Geelong Football Umpires League. The umpires today were field umpire Tim Callender.
Oh, he would have. I should have gone out. Yeah, just claim it. I should have gone out in the box.
Yeah. Liam Clark. And Errol Burns. The boundary umpires today were Laura Irvine, Liam Ewer, Grant Sumner, and Charlotte Wilson.
Steelo.
The goals today were Hayley Hunt and David Hose, with the emergency Ken Dunning.
Yeah, well.
We'll start off the presentation of the players. The the AFL Vic medal for best on the ground goes to Thompson player number 20, Darcy
We're
Troop.
still on air, mate, eh? No, it's not. We're still...
Right, we'll start going through all the players. Number 1, Mitch Sheedy. Number 2, Jackson McLeod. Number 3, Jacob Knight. Number 5, Lucas Boyd. Number 6, Jed Hennessy. Number 7, Daniel Freeman. Number 9, Billy Smets. Number 10, Logan Mitchell. Number 11, Leighton Thorburn. Number 13, Jackson Sheedy. Number 18, Nick Lynch. Number 19, Max Della. Number 20, and AFL Vic Player of the Day, Darcy Troop. Number 23, Charlie Donahue. Number 25, Zachary Plaint. Number 30, Jordan Cam. Number 31, Daniel Mowat. Number 41, Mitch Hodgson. Number 42, Stephen Saligan. Number 61, Regan Kerslake. Now I'd like to call up the captains or co-captains of the side. Number 4, Travis Maguire. And number 14, Sam Jacker. And to join those two players, I'd like to invite the coach of the side, Paul Lynch. And I'll get the president of the league, Neville Whitley, OAM, to present the cup, the Morris Cup.
Turn me up, sorry. All right, and I think we are back live on air now. We've had a bit of a mix-up there in the studio.
And I'd like to congratulate Belmont Lions Sports Club for staying out for the presentation. A season well done and a really great improvement from the last few years, and we'll see more of you. Congratulations.
All right, we're back on air now. Presentations have now finished. A bit of a mix-up in the studio, not realising that we were staying for the presentations and the theme song and everything else. That's okay. Technology is a wonderful thing. We have now sorted it out. So, congratulations. Congratulations to...
I didn't give Cam a vote.
Congratulations to the Thompson Football Netball Club, who are premiers for 2024. As I said before, they have played in 4 of the last 5. Grubby, you got a summary for us, mate?
Well, we'll make it quick because we've been off, we've been on again.
Yeah.
Look, for a side that I thought was a chance not to make the finals, geez, once they got their players back, they were hit by injury. They've come back. They've had a fantastic final series. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the conditions probably did favour them a bit because they're the best against the wind side I've ever seen. And with no wind, I don't know how they would have went. But, geez, with a coach like Lynch, I think they would have adapted. And we've had the best, seen the best side in the final series win. Look, Belmont, you were fantastic. You were great all year. Everyone thought you were going to fall over. You didn't quite make it past the last game, but you got to hold your heads up high. You've got a young bunch of kids there too. You'll go right next year. But to Thompson, well done. A great final series and a great grand final.
Absolutely, mate. Couldn't agree more. Dale, you got anything else you want to add to that, mate?
No, I can't add to that.
No, I can't add to that because as I said, I had my say before. But look, as I said, they've been good. They've been able to manufacture wins. They've been able to play well with the wind, and probably more specific against the wind in not only one game, but every game they played during the final series, and they've done it very well. So yeah, they deserve it. And as I said, there'll be a few blokes out there tonight. They'll be looking forward to putting their feet up. I notice Jacko McLeod won't want to be going to the beach tonight for a cold.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go to the beach tonight. Anyway, Grub, we need to thank our sponsors, please, mate.
Well,
can you get onto that if you can, please, mate? Because the season doesn't last without them.
They've been fantastic. A special thanks to Morris Finance and the great Martin Carter, who's Werribee team. He's president of Werribee. They've got through to their second grand final
Play
in 2
next
years.
week,
so
yes.
well done, Martin and Morris Finance.
Against the Sharks.
To Buckley's, to the Grandy Cycles were fantastic all year. Connectel, the Yards Hotel if you're in the west, the Comnafine in the east, and if you're in town, go and see Maury at the Hotham.
Might do
3
that
great
myself.
pubs. Routley's Mark of the Day, the Big Men Fly for the Routley's Pie, the Victory Trophies, Kempy Engineering. How good are they? There's none
You
better.
tell us, Grub, tell us.
Corio Bay Health, Athlete's Foot, Promoted Trophies, Elders, and everybody else that kicked in. Thank you very much for a great, great year.
Rightio, lads, we're going to wrap it up quickly. For me personally, to Grub, and to you, Dale, thank you again for another fantastic season. It is fantastic. It is just awesome to sit along you two blokes every Saturday afternoon. Not so much you, Grub, but more you, Dale. I never listen to you when you coach me, mate, but I do listen to you very intently here, mate. It's great to sit beside you both every day, every Saturday. I'm lucky enough to have that job, mate. We do enjoy what we do, don't we, Richard?
Well, you do, and I'd like to say just a couple of words. I'd like to thank Dale Smith.
Nearly got award best on ground today, so we were very close. Very close.
Of course, to our friends behind us at Music Workshop, Tyler and Brad, who have done an exceptional job.
How good have they been? He sat
absol-
there and done nothing and ate all the food that's coming.
Tyler did. Brad's been outstanding in the weather.
He's been terrific.
And to Steelo and Alan, who have done a mighty job in the back in the studio. To our friends, to our friends at the Pulse, and of course, to the Geelong and District Football Netball League for giving us the opportunity to do what we do and love to do what we do. Grub, we need to thank them. To all of our member clubs who their hospitality has been fantastic during the year as well.
We love that.
We do love that. Just look, Dale's going to start putting orders in on Thursday. What we want on a Saturday, so we'll just listen to that. Hopefully we're back with them all next year, and hope we have the same fantastic season we have had this year.
I think if we get something close to a Spider, we'll be doing well.
Yeah, I'm still here, Steelo. We're still here, Steelo. We're about to go.
What are you talking for?
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up now. You've been listening. Thank you for a great year. You've been listening to 94.7 The Pulse.
Right, just say goodbye.
You're home with local footy. Bye, Grubby, you flog.
Hooroo.